Live from the heart of the Steel City. Welcome to the special 2026 draft edition of the Champ and the Chump Fantasy Football Podcast. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by our premier sponsors, HSP Home Warranty Services, protecting your home so you can focus on the home team, Kyrosco IT Solutions, powering the data behind your dominant draft strategy, and Calibration Media Group, content and coverage that hits the mark every time. I'm Corey Idle, and tonight the future of your fantasy team is being written in Pittsburgh. We are officially on the clock. Joining me in the studio, it's not the champ you are used to seeing with me, but he is a former champion in his own right and commissioner of the JDS League and host of Kiss the Reviews, my man, Mr. Armando DiBernardo. Armando, what is cracking, homie?
What's going on, sir? How we doing?
Excited, dude. We got a big night tonight.
Yeah, I got all my sheets. I got all my draft sheets. I got my pen and paper.
This is about as professional as we have ever been in our lives. Lou Willard is at the draft. He will be joining us when he gets a chance. As you can imagine, with 300,000 people all connecting to their cell phones at the same time, Lou's having a little bit of an issue. So we will cut into him when we get a chance. We will get updates as we go. But the Raiders are officially on the clock. I mean, there's no suspense in this, right?
Who do you think they got?
I don't know. Could it be Avril Reese? Could it be? Sonny Styles had such a good day at the Combine. They might just throw caution to the wind.
He ran a great 40.
He ran a great 40. That's all Al Davis ever wanted. Now his son can make his dad proud.
His son needs to buy a better haircut first, and then he can start drafting.
I'd go with the whole face, but that's just me.
Listen, can't do anything about the face. But dude, you got to cut your hair with something other than a Flowbee.
I watch The Real Housewives, and I say you can do something with your face. Not good, but better than what Mark Davis has. That being said, my guess is Fernando Mendoza, 50-50.
Probably 50-50. Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, they're going to take Mendoza. I got the screens in the back, boys. But even if they take Mendoza, he shouldn't play. He will. If we're talking fantasy football, zero value. He's got no value when it comes to fantasy football.
He has absolutely none for anybody that cares. And I would go so far as to say, breaking down what the Raiders have. By the way, I know they're Las Vegas. They're the Oakland Raiders. Lou wants to call it Heinz Field. I'm calling them the Oakland Raiders. That's the way it's going. Their depth chart on offense and as far as fantasy concerned is pure trash. You got Kirk Cousins at quarterback. His backup right now until Mendoza comes in is Aiden O'Connell. You got Ashton Genty, the only valuable player on this team as far as I am concerned. Trey Tucker, great. You got a rookie quarterback throwing to you. He's their number one. Jalen Naylor, Jack Beach, Brock Bowers, of course, is amazing. He's going to get a lot of targets. So I guess you got two candidates on the Raiders. Maybe fantasy worthy? Is that what you're looking at?
Maybe. Possibly.
Yeah.
What's their offensive line look like? Because all I know is Geno Smith got blasted all of last season.
Yeah, I will say that the offensive line probably is the combined same weight as our total panel of guests on tonight. And I think I'm the fattest one. So not good. Not good at all. The Raiders are in deep, deep trouble.
Yeah, dude, they really are. When's the last time they nailed a draft? When they drafted Stabler? Like
Tim Brown?
That was really about it. That was really about it. So, yeah.
Sorry, Rocket Ishmael fans.
Genty should be good. Listen, it's kind of like the Patriots for so many years. I would never draft a wide receiver for the Patriots outside of Randy Moss when Randy Moss was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the Raiders, there's no wide receiver that I would take right now. Mendoza's no value. Genty's the only thing that I think would be worth anything at all.
The only thing. And as we wait for the pick to come in, I don't even know why the Raiders are taking the full 8 minutes, quite frankly. That's what I think of you, Oakland. Anyway, the Raiders, not the actual town of Oakland. Don't kill me. That being said, what we have in store for you tonight is pretty much what you're seeing. We got a panel of guests coming on. We'll have the draft in the background from time to time covering the picks. We also have a fictional fantasy draft coming up, which is going to be a lot of fun. Arguments will ensue. It's all of your favorite fictional football characters from TV and movies, and we are going to draft them accordingly with our panel of experts. So I would expect lots of fights. I would expect lots of arguments, lots of cussing. Probably none of that is actually going to happen. We're just going to cover the draft and keep an eye on that from a fantasy perspective for everybody. So,
absolutely.
With that said, we're about 6 minutes into this mug. Hopefully, they're announcing Fernando Mendoza because I am so sick of talking about the Raiders already. I can't stand it.
Right?
Like, let's talk about the Patriots. Any news about the Patriots recently?
I don't know. I don't know that I heard anything. There might have been a sex scandal. Not really sure. Might have been. All I know, I had the TV on. I had the TV on mute, and I was watching the Patriots head coach. I forget who he is. He was on TV in his mauve suit, and he did not look happy. He looked very sad.
Yeah, I think that's probably more related to having to trade for AJ Brown. I that's what I was referring to, was how the Patriots going to move in the draft.
Sorry.
I can't believe you went there. Jesus. That's insane. We're not that kind of show. This is not TMZ.
But can we get Lou on the horn and have him follow him around, like as he runs away from the draft?
Yeah, as we've covered on the show, for those maybe joining us, Lou learned how to FaceTime 2 weeks ago. So fingers are crossed, and that's about as much as we're going to hope to see Lou. I have faith that he can get in, but again, it's going to be spotty. We should have already been cutting to him. It's fine, though. I hope he's at least having a good time. I know he's not watching. That's a fact. There's no way he's watching this. He is in his element. But I do suggest everybody go and check out Lou's hard work today. He had a bunch of great quick little shorts in Pittsburgh with a ton of different fans that were in town for the draft, and he got some great material out of them. Some more than others.
For sure.
Shout out to BZFNY, my man.
The pick still is not in, but that's a nice little shot of Mendoza and the boys.
7 minutes.
Yep. It's a little bit behind. It's a little bit behind, but yeah, there's about 6 minutes or so left on. I don't know what's taking them so long. But
Tom Brady wants to come back. That's what's taking so long. He's trying to squeeze his fat retired belly into that TB12 jersey one more time. And it ain't happening, bro. Stay home.
Okay, so I do have to ask, as a pro, and I know this is, we're covering a lot of fantasy stuff, and at least this year, Mendoza's got no value, right?
Yes.
Most rookies outside of a wide receiver, maybe a running back, and depending on the team that they go to, they're not going to have really high draft grades on them. What do you think about Mendoza just as a whole in terms of career?
I'm really torn on that. And here's what I think we should probably do, because I just saw somebody creep into our room. We're going to cut to Lou Willard live at the draft. Lou, what is cracking, buddy?
Can y'all hear me?
We got you. You sound great.
I might have to go off and come back on if y'all can't hear me.
No, we can hear you.
You can't hear us clearly, but we can hear you. And
No,
the people
look,
are so excited to hear you.
I can't hear you.
Oh, well.
We'll check back in with Lou in a little bit. It's live TV. Welcome to the excitement.
That's how live TV goes.
All right, let's check in with him one more time. Lou, you got us now? Nope, he told us to go fuck ourselves. So we're just going to keep on rolling along. It is no big deal.
I love it. I love it. I'm surprised the cell service is actually working down at the draft right now.
I know. It's amazing. That was even the most we were going to get to see of him.
Yep.
But he is working hard trying to get on. I see him keep popping in and out of the studio. Bless his heart.
Yeah.
As he would say, bless his pea-picking heart. He's trying.
That was the first thing that came to my mind is a Louism.
Yep.
Oh, my Lord. I love it.
All right, let's check in one more time with Lou.
Accidentally walked outside, so I get no questions back, so that's cool. Wouldn't let me back in. I had to walk all the way around, come back, got back up there, closed. So now I made a couple calls. This is what we do for you guys. I made a couple calls. They're booing the decision that they wouldn't let me back in the draft area. That's what the boos you hear are. But nonetheless, here I is. I'm in the stadium. I know I can't hear a word y'all saying, which is good because I don't want to hear Corey's mouth anyway. But at the end of the day, I made a couple calls. I had them open the stadium. And now look at all these people. Look at all these people coming in. And they're pouring in here. So this is going to be wild. This is going to be pretty wild. And we have bathroom access, people. And we have bathroom access. But see behind me on the big board right there? That's what we doing. But I'm going to figure out how to get to the point where I can hear you guys talk back to me. And then I'll jump back on. That sound good?
Perfect.
All right.
Perfect. That is a true professional right there.
That is a professional. Come in, say your piece.
Yep.
And bounce. I love it.
Let's face facts. We are now starting a GoFundMe account for Lou's bail money because you know he beat the shit out of some bouncer to get in that stadium. So some security caught a two-piece real quick.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But that is the love and dedication he has for you guys out there. He wants to make this work. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's the first one to talk to Fernando Mendoza after he actually gets taken.
Yep.
He won't hear us, but he'll be there.
By the way, the pick is in. Fingers crossed, Raiders fans.
Wait, they agreed to a trade with Max Crosby? They didn't. That was the old one.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's.
I had hoped. Full disclosure, I had really hoped when Max Crosby went back to the Raiders, they were going to have to trade out of the first round because they couldn't afford to take Fernando Mendoza. That was they would have to drop all the way and just get thieved.
Yep.
It's been a far cry since my youth when it was Bo Jackson and real men wear black.
Yeah, Bo Jackson. We're a long ways away from that.
Yeah.
We're a long ways away from Super Tecmo Bowl and Bo Jackson running all over, running roughshod in the NFL.
But another Heisman winner is about to have his career ruined by a subpar franchise. Welcome, Fernando Mendoza, to the Las Vegas Raiders. Your fantasy value, as far as this show is concerned, is trash.
I'm just glad. Hey, as a Dolphins fan, I'm just glad that the Dolphins didn't have the first pick this year because I didn't want Fernando Mendoza.
No, absolutely not. While we wait on Lou to jump back in, probably fighting more people. I'm kidding. Lou doesn't fight anybody. He doesn't have to. He's Lou friggin' Willard. I can't even say his last name. We're going to start bringing in some people to talk to us a little bit. We are going to start off with our first guest on the panel, Mr. Luke Bingham. He is a expert in fantasy football, a former champion himself from the JDS Podcast League. And with the Cardinals coming up, his insight is going to be invaluable. Luke, how we doing tonight?
Hello. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. How's your reaction for that Fernando Mendoza pick? Do we care at
I was
all?
shocked, personally. No, I'm with you guys. I don't trust his fantasy value. So, yeah, but we'll see. I've been wrong before, so we'll see.
You've been wrong before.
You look like you're in the war room. You got
Yeah.
the hat on the right way. It looks like it's brand new. You got the polo going.
Lou should have
I
taken
like
notes. He would have gotten back there.
All you had to do was ask, right?
Yeah,
A nice firm handshake, and he would have gotten
Yeah.
back there. It would have been fine.
easy.
That's it. I love it. So here's the thing. We know the Jets pick next, assuming they don't trade their pick, which nobody thinks they will. We don't care about the Jets. Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, moving on. A team, though, that has been very interesting on this show, and I wish we could actually get Lou to talk to you about this because he is high on a ton of Cardinals players this year, fantasy-wise. And just a reminder for everybody out there watching, when we talk about fantasy, everything we're talking about is based on 12-team PPR. If you're running standard leagues, go make some friends. Jump in the chat here and make some friends and get out of that. You don't need to belittle yourself. Anyway, That being said, Luke, the first guys we want to talk about, obviously with the Cardinals, from a fantasy perspective, are your quarterbacks. Jacoby Brissett, Gardner Minshew. I mean, should I mention Ken Don Slovis, or can we just skip him?
I think we can move past him.
Okay.
Jacoby's interesting because I started him the majority of last season. I wound up in a position where I had to play him, and I wasn't hurting. I made the playoffs. He was a serviceable 20 plus points a week. So there's some value there. The odds are he's not even going to get drafted initially. You're going to be able to probably pick him up on the waiver wire after week 1. So there's some value there. Gardner Minshew, like the guy, obviously, but I think this is still Jacoby's team.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see the value there.
Any problems with Jacoby and that contract they've been talking about?
I don't think there's going to be a problem. Ultimately, the Cardinals are pretty notorious for doing this sort of thing when it comes to financials. So I don't think there will be an issue. I think things will get settled, and they know they need him. So that's
There
where
you
I
go.
think things wind up.
Now, a few years ago, we were going to be talking about Marvin Harrison Jr. as probably one of the top 5 receivers fantasy-wise. This year, we got to talk about that connection Jacoby developed last year with Michael Wilson, because Lou is all about Michael Wilson in this offense. He thinks this is going to be a 1-2 punch that you can get cheap in a draft, if you have to draft him.
No, it's a great point. I mean, you look at what they had to do last season. They couldn't establish any semblance of a run game. There was nothing on that side of the ball. So they were an extremely pass heavy team. And yeah, there was definitely a connection between Brissett and Wilson. You saw it with McBride as well. You saw 2 guys that really just ate up receptions and got the targets, got the yards. So I think Michael Wilson's probably one of those guys you can get in those middle rounds, round 3, 4, somewhere around there. And he'll bring a lot of value. So
Marvin Harrison Jr. on our show, we're huge Ohio State fans. I mean, Lou played there, for God's sakes. That is our place. So obviously we always keep an eye on these guys. The hype has not even, basically the hype around him is the same as was around Kyle Pitts, with the same amount of production.
Yeah.
That being said, what are we looking at to do with Marvin Harrison?
It's kind of a weird situation. It feels like there's a lot of tension, because people the fans specifically don't know what the issue is. There was a lot of people that were saying that there was a problem between him and Kyler, that there was a lack of trust there. But then you'd hear stories about them working out in the off season, and building a connection. But you just didn't see it on the field. It didn't translate. So I don't know. It's kind of a gray area when it comes to Maserati Marv here. But I'd like to see him do well. He's definitely got the talent. There's no doubt about that. He's got the potential to be great. But yeah, it's been a tough start.
Yeah. And my last question for you before I want you to break down what you think we should do. What you think you should do with the Cardinals picks and how we move forward. Looks like the Jets did just pick David Bailey. So no shock there. We're all going right in order just to keep you guys abreast of the situation. Back to my question. Your running back room is very interesting fantasy-wise. You have James Conner, who Lou will attest to, says he can't get right. Or he wasn't built right. Sorry. James Conner was not built right. Direct quote. But when he's healthy, he's great. He's a great running back, especially on that team. The addition of Tyler Algier clearly bumps Trey Benson to the back. But from a PPR standpoint, Tyler Algier is a huge asset.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What do you see with him in the backfield?
So I think you're right. I think bringing in Algier creates another element to that offense. So I agree with it, and it's something they've tried to get going with James Conner, because he's a receiving back as well. He does his fair share there. But yeah, I like that they brought him in. I think in terms of tonight's draft, there's a name available at 3 that can make things really complicated for that room. And
dude, you are in the Cardinals war room. Look at that segue you just did. Wow.
Well, I'm seeing the clock run down, and I think that the smart decision here isn't necessarily what's going to happen. I think the smart decision is probably to take the tackle from Miami, Malagoa, I believe. That offensive line is just so bad. It's been bad for a while.
Yep.
And there's a direct relationship between the lack of a run game and the offensive line. So I think that's the smart decision. I think ultimately they wind up taking Love at 3. He's arguably the best player in the draft. So I think that's probably what they wind up doing. And how awkward for Algier to be displaced by Bijan and then come here and run to the same thing.
Right.
So.
Dude, I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, I get the thinking. He is the best player in the draft, bar none, to me, being Love. But that being said, you just went out, you spent money on Algier, you got 4 backs already on your depth chart. Yeah, big deal. You got to cut somebody. Who cares? But damn, that's a hit to everyone. And you still have massive defense going back off of fantasy now. You still have massive holes on defense. Your offensive line is still trash. Man, that would be crazy if they ended up picking Love.
Yeah, and there's a lot of options. Like there's no shortage of options there at 3. You've got the edge from Ohio State, Reese, he's there. So you've got defensive playmakers that you can go to. But, realistically, there's only one name that's going to pop up that's going to have any fantasy value, and that's Love. So,
and the Cardinals seem to be clapping in their war room that they kicked you out of to do this interview.
They are celebrating. But yeah, the pick is in. This is the worst for me. This is the worst part of the draft. It's like the pick is in. It said the pick is in 3 minutes ago.
Right.
Just pick in. I get it. You got to do the Lee press on jersey and all the stuff and the hat and all that. Fantastic. Pick is in. Give them the card. Let's announce it. Let's move this thing on. What are we doing here? It's 2026. They got a guy in the back just stitching the number onto the number 1 and the name.
Show business.
Wouldn't that be great though? How they send all of these unused sports clothes off to foreign countries? That would be great to see some pictures of kids in Africa with a Love jersey on number 1 with the Raiders.
I'm pretty sure they keep those. Just
that
FYI.
happened over in Ireland. They do that, dude. You don't have to go to like a fucking crazy third world country. I went to Ireland and they had like Michigan State with Ohio State colors on it. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
That's awesome. I would take all the ones with my name and I would just hang them off in the room. We're not sending these anywhere else. These are all mine.
All right. The question is, did they pick Love? Did they pick Reese? What are we going with, guys?
They picked Love.
Yeah, I think Love. Yeah, that's
they picked Love.
I'm going Reese because Mel Kiper's never wrong.
Did Mel Kiper say Reese?
Yeah.
Listen, I love that dude, but going back to what Luke said, it's you can't miss with this pick.
No. And by the way, the pick is in. Good job, guys.
The pick has been in.
Huge pickup. Huge pickup.
There we go. We'll watch your guy just for you, Luke. We'll watch your guy walk the stage. We brought you.
It's so weird not hearing the boos. I'm so used to hearing the boos. It's bizarre.
It's pretty great.
There it is.
There he is. Wow. Tennessee is pissed.
You know, they had to have fielded some calls for that. So I guess my 100%. Interest now is what did they pass on, you know? But definite fantasy implications, you know?
Oh, yeah. Now, okay. So. Yeah, now we got to break all this down. So now you got Brissett, Jeremiah Love, Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson, and the guy we never even talked about because he's so automatic, Trey McBride. This offense is loaded for Brissett, so long as they all have to count 3 Mississippi on the defensive side of the ball.
It's a great point. Yeah, I mean, this is as far as where he's going to fall in a fantasy draft, I don't know if the trust is going to be there for him to be in that first round, like a Bijan coming out of college, you know?
No.
You know, but I think, you know, end of round 2, 3, I think you'd probably see him go. I think that, you know, like I said, the value's there. It's just going to be, what are they going to do to address the line? So
100%. My only question for him now becomes the splits, because you do have a crowded backfield. Are the Cardinals still going to hold on, even though the rest of the league is going to this workhorse model again? It seems like you guys might be doing a little bit of committee work. And if that's the case, everybody's devalued immediately in that backfield.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think before the Algier move, I think my sleeper probably would have been a guy like Trey Benson, just because of Connor's injury issues, you know.
Yep.
He would be a good guy to stash in a later round. But yeah, now it's complicated. So
yeah. Just like my relationship status on Facebook. What are you gonna do? All right. Well, the Cardinals are in the books. Luke, we're gonna bring you back on here a little bit later. Are you sticking around for our fantasy draft?
Sounds good. I'll be around.
You got it.
Awesome.
We'll bring you back here as we go along. And with that, we got the Titans, right? Yeah, Titans are on the board. And
Titans are on the clock.
Woof. What do you do now if you're the Titans, Armando? I mean, everything about them was supposed to go this way. And before you answer that, we got Lou getting ready to pop back in.
Oh, I love it.
Yep. Bringing them on.
Hey, you know what? Hey, look, hello?
Yes, sir.
Say, I can hear you now.
All right, there you go.
God is good.
So yeah. So what do y'all think about that pick?
I was the only one in the studio shocked, which is not surprising because I'm the chump. They called it. Armando and Luke both called it.
Okay. So look, I can hear y'all, but it's breaking up. So I'm thinking it's just because where we're at, because I'm going to show y'all this. They just opened this stadium 15 minutes ago. And look at this.
Jeez. And apparently everybody's on their phone.
Yep.
So do you kind of see what the problem is right now?
Absolutely.
But now they're
Yep.
doing the fourth pick.
Yep.
Oh, Carnell Tate gone.
Whoa. Carnell
Carnell
Tate to the Titans.
Yeah.
Let's go Bucks.
That's better than the Browns. That's better than the Browns. I'll take it. That's better than the Browns. At least he
Yes,
has
Not
a
much
career
better.
left in front of him.
Yep.
It is.
He has a
It is
career
better
left.
than the Browns for sure.
Yes, it is. But I tell you what, did y'all get a good view of how many people piled in here in the last 15 minutes?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
It is chaos. I mean, there has to be 500,000 people here. I mean, it's wild.
That is
It's
amazing.
crazy, but it's fun.
Luke,
But that's
Luke-
why everything is spotty. But at least I can hear y'all now.
can you give me real
Oh, go
quick
ahead.
what you would look at for Carnell Tate's fantasy value? Quick reaction.
I'm hearing about every fourth word.
Fair enough. We're going to come back to Lou. He just froze up big time. So
I
same
love
question
it.
to you, Armando, and we'll try and get back to Lou in a second. Carnell Tate, fantasy value right off the bat.
What did I say before? You can go running back. You can go wide receiver with the rookie class. This team is young, dude.
Yeah.
You got a young quarterback. You got I love Carnell Tate. Like I wanted him to slide all the way to Miami. I knew that wasn't going to happen.
That makes perfect sense.
No, doesn't it? But he's got a shitload of upside. He's a great route runner. He's fast. He doesn't really look big bodied, but he's got a decent size to him. And I mean, in Tennessee, he's going to be the guy.
No, he really is. Look,
he doesn't go super early, obviously, in fantasy, but
yeah, what you see in Tennessee, obviously you got Cam Ward. He's still getting his feet underneath him, but
yeah.
You saw the improvements through the end of the year. Obviously, Tony Pollard, Tyjae Spears, from a fantasy perspective, it's the same thing. You got a split problem.
Yeah.
But now is where Carnell Tate is pay dirt in this offense because it's Calvin Ridley, Chimere Dike, Wan'Dale Robinson, Mason Kinsley.
Yep.
And now Carnell Tate at one. Even your tight end is Gunnar Helm. I'm throwing to Carnell Tate 90% of the time. His target share is insane.
No, his target share, it's going to be insane. And again, Calvin Ridley's technically your number one.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll go to Tate really quick.
Oh,
so
totally.
In terms of PPR, he's going to be a target monster. So yep. I say fantasy value super high. I would take him higher than I would take most, like him and Love. I would take higher than I would take most rookies. I think they're difference makers, both of them.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
The only question is the quarterback position and how well Cam Ward's going to play.
Oh, 100%. 100%. What we're going to do, the Giants are on the clock right now with their first pick, number 5. But I want to go ahead and bring in Jim Lambright, our Browns expert, to start dishing about the Browns pick because holy cow, the weapons, Jim, you guys got is amazing on offense from a fantasy perspective.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Long-time Browns fan here, long-suffering Browns fan, as I like to say. nobody chooses to be a Cleveland Browns fan. It's a sickness you're given to by your family. And it's kind of like alcoholism, it gets passed down from generation to generation, and, it makes us drink. So I love it. I knew I was a man in our family. You're a man when the men bring you to the Browns game back in the days. I'm talking about old Municipal Stadium, back in the 70s with the Cardiac Kids, and then people forget the Browns were good at one time. Like, I forget how many championships we won. We won like 9 out of 11 years, but it's in the 60s before any of you guys were even born or even thought of. So, but we're excited about it. We got a good group of young players. I mean, last year's hits on the draft. I mean, Quinshawn Judkins was just a stud. We're super excited for what he's going to be doing. Harold Fannin Jr. I heard my buddy was telling me, he had 70 receptions, and that was better than any of Njoku's years except for 1 year. Who Njoku was a great guy. So he's gone. We're super excited about our defense. Mason Graham up the middle. He was a huge hit we had last year on the draft. And, of course, Carson Schlesinger was a big hit. Now, did we have some swings and misses with Dylan Gabriel and maybe Shedeur Sanders? I don't know. Everybody says we need a quarterback. You will see the city of Cleveland burn to the ground if they waste this first pick on a quarterback. We got to go offensive tackle, an offensive lineman, or we've got to go with a wide receiver. Here's my problem with taking a wide receiver at 6. If you don't give the quarterback enough time, it doesn't matter who the receiver is, right? It can be Jeremiah Smith out there. If they don't have enough 3 seconds with the ball, they can't get it out of their hands. So I think they're going to either trade down, and if they can get their guy at 10, 11, or 12, I think they'll trade down. And I think who they're going to look at is Spencer Fano, I think, or Fano, depending on what part of the country you're from. I think that's what they're looking at. A lot of people were talking about the Miami kid, Mauigoa. Mauigoa, how do you say his name? Mauigoa?
Sure.
Okay,
yeah.
Mauigoa, but he's got back problems, right? So when you have a disc like that, there's a chance if the surgery he's getting isn't fixed, he could miss his entire rookie season. Browns don't have that kind of time, and I think Barry, our GM, I don't think he's gonna mess around. I don't think he's gonna flashy. I think he's gonna go offensive tackle, and that kid Fano can play any of the positions they said, which is gonna be good. We've picked up a bunch of guards and stuff in free agency, but I think that's what he's gonna do. The only thing is, will he trade down? It doesn't look like right now. Well, there you go. Chiefs are on the clock. Let's see what happens.
There you go.
We traded. Cleveland traded with the Chiefs.
We traded the picks. There we go with the Chiefs.
Huge trade right off the jump. We'll get into the details of that, Armando, here in a minute. Let you know exactly what that trade entailed. But huge trade early in the first round.
Browns down to number 9, it says. So
it looks like they just swapped maybe first round picks. No big deal there. Kansas City clearly has somebody in mind. And the Browns are comfortable waiting on who they're going to get. So, which leads me to believe, Jim, you are correct. I think they can wait on that offensive tackle a little bit longer than Kansas City could wait on the Mekhi Lemon or Jordan Tyson. I predict them to take.
Yeah, Jordan Tyson's interesting. We're watching the Cavs game too. It's a great time with Cleveland, right? The Indians are in first place. The Cavs are in the playoffs, but his brother plays for the Cavs, second-year player for the Cavs. He's doing great. Really shining now in year 2. So exciting stuff on that. Excited.
That's fantastic. Cleveland needs a little help.
Man, we need some love. We'll take it. Like I said, the city comes together like crazy. You wouldn't see it when the Browns. We're still a football city. Even when we won the championship with the Cavs, it's been 10 years now. But even back then, it's just not the same as like even the Browns playoff season with Baker Mayfield. It was insane.
Oh yeah, no. We have family members on my side that are very much Browns fans and diehards, and I give you guys credit. Every year, you're going to do something right up until kickoff. But damn, you guys believe. You believe so hard, and I love it.
Nobody more loyal than a Browns fan, man. Nobody can take that many kick in the nuts and still hang in there and still be there for you. And that's so if you got a friend who's a Brown fan, just know they'd always have your back. They're not going to go anywhere.
No, I don't associate with you people. The Giants pick is in. Of course, the draft went to commercial because you got to do that.
No, 100%.
Yep.
And it looks like they have taken linebacker Avril Reese to the New York Giants.
Arvell Reese. Arvell Reese, he's a big stud from the Buckeyes. You know, I'm a big Buckeyes fan, and so the kid's just fast and smart, and he can play a bunch of different positions. It's going to be a great pick for them. I would have loved him for the Browns too, but we need offensive tackle. We got to have something. Our defense is really good still. We just need to be able to score more than 12 points a game.
That would be swell. If we could, I'd like to bring you back here at pick 9 to actually go over this. Before I let you go, though, give me a quick prediction on what you think Kansas City's going to do here.
Kansas City, they moved up. They moved up to take a receiver, right? So they're going to take. They're probably going to take Jordan, right?
You think it'll be Jordan?
Jordan Tyson. We'll see what happens.
I dig it. Well, Jim, we will check in with you here.
I'll be in the waiting room for 9. We're going to keep watching the Cavs and the draft at the same time, so we got multiple stuff going on.
What a man. More than I can do by myself. I can tell you that right now. Armando and I had that discussion off air. What we are going to do is bring on our commissioner, the commish of all commissioners, Cody Stewart. We want to bring him on to start talking a lot about fantasy football specifically. So, with that being said, and as Mike unmuted, Cody, Jesus, all of our names are way too close together. Welcome, Cowboys fan.
Make the Cowboys great again tonight. That's what it's all about.
There you go. What are you thinking? First off, let me get your reaction before we start on anything with that trade. First trade of the night.
You know, I'm not a huge Browns guy, but I guess who did they take? I don't know. All the picks in for the Chiefs. I don't know who. It depends on who they're coming up to get. I'm hoping that they don't come up to get another Ohio State defender because that's what I would like to get tonight. But I didn't see what the return was. What was the return for the Browns?
It looks like it was just a swap.
Kind of crazy.
First round swap. They dropped back to 9. Kansas City jumped up to 6.
Yeah, it's a Browns move for you. That's the Browns.
Yep. Kind of my reaction too. Yeah. Let's just do something to do it. Sorry, Jim.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think? Do you agree Kansas City's probably going wide receiver here?
No, I think with what they always do, you got Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce again. It's always a plug and play system there. Zay Worthy, whoever they can get out there in free agency. I could see them going somewhere defensively here.
Okay. Chris Jones.
They lost their best safety to the Bengals this offseason, so
that's true.
I don't
they
know.
Also got rid of their best
I think this pick, fantasy purposes, is going to make the Chiefs a lot more confusing than it was from the start of the draft.
Well, as seems to be the theme tonight, you are also an Ohio State fan. Is this where we maybe see Caleb Downs get taken?
I hope not. That tends to be my guy tonight, so I hope not.
I love it.
Yeah. I do not think the Chiefs will go on Downs here. I think that this is going to be it's going to be either a receiver or a corner, somewhere on the outside.
I dig it. Well, let's move off this for a second. I got 2 commissioners here.
Okay.
In my room.
Yep.
Cody, for those of you that don't know, he runs the Missy's Mac and Cheese League, which is historic around the some parts of Ohio. Armando runs the JDS League that we are all in currently, and I am getting the holy hell kicked out of me, which is why I'm a chump. So, with that being said, guys, give me the worst part about being a commissioner.
All you people. Everybody in the league that has to text or call or cry about every single thing. That trade was unfair. I don't like that. This guy, dude, did you see what he offered me for just say no. What are you coming to me for? Why you got to cry? The crying, I've never seen adult grown men cry like they cry in a fantasy football league to the commissioner.
Yep.
Hands down.
The league I commission is aged. I think our oldest member is 80s.
Yeah.
And our youngest member is 14. So the things I hear is just out of control sometimes. I mean, I get people that say they're good in the draft. The draft starts, they're not in the draft. They're calling me to pause the draft. The elderlies are getting mad that it's past their bedtime. It's always confusion. And it always falls back on the commish. But the commish is the backbone of the league. I think every year our commish should get a nice benefit bonus out of the pot money for some reason for dealing with every asinine person that's out there.
You haven't been skimming off the top?
Oh, I'm early in the
first
game. I'm early in the game. I'm only in my 30s.
Listen, the commissioner's got to wet his beak a little bit.
It's all about wetting the beak.
Cody's not Italian, dude. Stop.
Yeah, super white over here.
Kansas City, just to break in, has drafted Delane, cornerback out of LSU. Now. So they've replaced Trent McDuffie, or so they think. Real quick from you guys, and then we'll get back on it. Fantasy-wise, the Chiefs, we got Patrick Mahomes, Kenneth Walker III at running back. Big signing for them. Nobody behind him. Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy, Tyquan Thornton, Travis Kelce as your pass catchers. Offensive line actually looks pretty good, given what they lost. What are you guys thinking? I mean, do we have all top 5 round guys here? Who are you avoiding? Anybody on this team?
Rashee Rice. I'm avoiding Rashee Rice.
I mean, Patrick Mahomes coming off the injury, it's going to be a lot of. They paid Kenneth Walker to do one thing: feed him all regular season, get to the playoffs, and let Pat win you a Super Bowl. So if you're looking for anything in fantasy this year, I think the Chiefs' passing numbers are going to be low, and the rushing attempts are going to be up there. So you throw Kenneth Walker. I don't even know who's behind Kenneth Walker nowadays, but that guy's even going to get a couple totes in the goal line because when you got Walker going all the way down there, just like that 1-2 in Seattle last year, you'll have Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker. You'll have Kenneth Walker and somebody. Is it still
It's Amari DiMercado now.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Kareem Hunt. See, that's going to be somewhere. Maybe Kansas City sneaks into the end of night one here and snags a running back at the end of the draft from one of these late picks just to secure somebody.
Yeah, everybody seems very excited to make Kansas City great again, and I am not about it.
Oh, me neither.
We had a moment, guys, and you fucked it up.
The amount of people that showed up in Pittsburgh for this event is phenomenal.
It's insane. From what Lou said, it was he said about 500,000 people.
They keep showing I'm watching the ESPN stream, and they keep showing that, and it is just that the whole city's just built on tunnels. So fitting all those people in there over that amount of time to get them there is probably, more power to you if you went there. That's great.
Yeah, Lou was going regardless. Full disclosure to everybody watching. Lou was going to the draft regardless of what happened. With as far as this show is concerned, we said, "What a great opportunity to do a live show," and Lou said, "Yeah, right." And he just sent us a text saying, "YouTube will not even come up now." So,
hey, we'll thrive. We'll do it.
It's fine.
That's it. 90% of our viewers just left because they were only here to see Lou.
Right. Right.
That's what happens. But no, we'll keep trying him. Chiefs, obviously, as I said, pick the cornerback. Washington Commanders are on the clock. Stu, before we say goodbye for a couple picks before your Cowboys come up at 12, give me an idea about your division rival Commanders. What are they going to do?
I'll say the Commanders have a problem with stopping one of the best offenses in the league. And you also have the Giants coming back with Malik Neighbors, Jackson Dart. You have the Eagles in this division. I think Sony Styles goes off the board here.
Ooh,
a lot of defensive players here. I don't want to see him go to the Commanders, but I think the run on Buckeyes is coming here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Styles or maybe even Caleb Downs.
I was going to say it's Styles or Downs.
Yeah, the run on Buckeyes is coming.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would for Jaden Daniels and for Terry McLaurin's sake, I would love it if they would pick up a Mekhi Lemon, even a Jordan Tyson, just somebody to give Terry a friggin' break for half a minute in that offense,
right?
Instead of friggin' 90-year-old Zach Ertz. But
I couldn't agree more.
But we know that's not what they're doing.
Yep, that's a Commander way. You just got to stack that defense and try to stop the Cowboys.
That's it.
All right, boys.
It.
I'll see you back for the Cowboys pick. Go, boys.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate you, Stu. All right. I have way more commissioner questions for both of you, but that'll have to wait because business is afoot. We are dealing in business. If you're watching on TV, what I'm seeing is the Chiefs just made their pick, obviously. We are rolling to the Commanders. Their pick is in, and Cody called it. Sonny Styles from the Ohio State University is off the board. Armando, before we bring anybody else back in, let's you and I rap here about Washington.
Let's do it.
Love this offense. Even before Sonny Styles came in, we got Jaden Daniels and Marcus Mariota as your two quarterbacks. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, or as he likes to be called, Bill, and Rachaad White. We actually have a Bill in this room. That's what other Corey goes by, is Bill. That's funny. Terry McLaurin and Luke McCaffrey are your receivers, with Treylon Burks as your slot, and Chigokonkwo just signed in the offseason. Offensive line, they completely rebuilt. It looks really strong in Washington. God, I don't know though, dude. Like, I love the idea of taking any, like Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, even Chigokonkwo in my drafts. I don't want to touch their running backs. Maybe Rachaad White is a third back on my bench because of his pass catching ability in a PPR league. Jaden Daniels, though, until he can play a season without, destroying himself by not sliding, I don't want to touch this team.
You know what? I really like this team. I like the individual players from a fantasy perspective. I like Bill. I like Jaden. I like McLaurin. You could just go on down the line with some of these guys just individually. You're right on Jaden Daniels, but a lot of people were comparing him to like RG3 when RG3 was there. And RG3 was running around and then he broke his leg, and then so you get all of that stuff. One of these things is not like the other to me. I don't see that comparison. While their body type is about the same, like thinner dudes, you know what I mean? I just see something a little bit more special with Daniels.
100%.
And I have a feeling, and again, 90% of, I know I'm always like, you got to go with consistency. Who's going to be consistent? Jaden Daniels hasn't proven that he could be consistent points wise, because you got to stay on the field first.
Yeah.
But something tells me that you could take him a little bit later than you normally would, and you're going to get a solid player who's going to stay on the field. I have a feeling he's learned his lesson.
If he didn't, my God, what's it going to take?
Right?
Like, do you got to get Tuwood in order to learn how to slide, or what are you going to do? I don't know what to say even about that. The Saints are on the clock right now. This is another team. The Saints feel like they found their guy. Lou and I have talked about this. Lou agrees. The Saints feel that Tyler Shough is their guy for sure. I don't know why, but they do. And with that, they had Travis Etienne get signed in the offseason. Alvin Kamara is moving to a backup role, which means pass catching. Chris Olave, Devon Vele, Mason Tipton, and Jawan Johnson round up your pass catchers. Outside of Travis Etienne, kind of like Cody was saying with the Chiefs, but for a much different reason. Outside of Travis Etienne, I don't want to touch this team.
Nope. I'm right there with you. With you. Travis Etienne is special.
Yeah.
Tyler Shough, I don't get it. I don't get. There's a lot of people that have like this fascination with him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. I don't see it like some other people do.
Nope. Not at all.
Chris Olave, I love him to death.
Yeah.
Like I love him as a player, but again, it's about consistency. It's about who can get you the ball, and while Tyler Shough had some good games last year and did play well, can he get you the ball consistently? Can you stay healthy consistently and stay on the field and be productive?
That's the question. And here's the good thing that is going for the Saints right now. They play in the NFC South.
Mm-hmm.
So you have Tampa Bay. They fell apart. And I'm going to interrupt myself because somebody's back.
Yeah, y'all see my man Zoe's son just got drafted. and look, and all my Buckeyes are avoiding the Browns right now. So right now it's a great draft.
Yes, sir.
They're all avoiding the Browns. That's all we need them to do. Just keep
Absolutely.
avoiding the Browns. But I tell you what, they're singing Sweet Caroline right now. This place, there's probably 20,000 people in this stadium right now. That's what's got the feed jammed up. But there's a lot of people in a small place right now.
Yep.
But with not a down of football to be played.
No, and this place is going to go bananas when Pittsburgh pick. They're waving terrible towels at every pick. We haven't drafted anybody yet. they're waving terrible towels at every pick. It's awesome. It's a great experience, though, and I apologize for coming live with the complications of the feed and everything, but hey, technology's technology. Can't control it.
Yeah.
But I'll walk you guys over here, and as we walk over here, I'll turn around and show you just right outside the stadium. There's another group of people right over there. That's right outside of the stadium.
Good
And
Lord.
they had to close that too because everything is running over the numbers. So, and then I'm not sure how well you can see the city, but it says the pick is in on all the buildings and stuff like that. So it's a great environment. There's just a ton of people here. I mean, like right below us here, they have an Amex watch party going on down there. So it's crazy. It's a lot of fun though. But I don't know what time I'm going to get back to the room tonight. Could be like 2, could be like 3, could be like sleep in the Jeep and be out the garage by 6, like this song said. Because it's going to be a long night, my friends. It's going to be a long night, especially if Pittsburgh messed their pick up. If they get the pick right, it's going to be a long night. If they mess it up, it's going to be a really long night.
Yes, sir. And I want you to know, everybody right now in the comments that is watching really appreciates all the efforts you're making. And every time you have a technical difficulty and we have to kick you out of the room, 12 people leave this viewing party. Nobody wants to watch us when you're not on camera. So
it's wild because, like, I got your text and I'm like, dude, I've been trying to get back in since I got kicked out. That's what's wild about it. It's really hit or miss. So, and it's I don't know what it is. I mean, clearly it's YouTube, but I don't know. Like, I'll go to turn it on, it's blinked. Like, I tried to jump in and just watch you guys and couldn't. And there's people here that's trying to watch you guys and they couldn't get on. So that's a YouTube thing. But so I'll walk outside of the chaos. Like right now, I'm behind that big scoreboard. That's what's up behind me right there. Remember the big old ketchup bottles in Pittsburgh?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, y'all remember we came to the game on that Monday night game when the Steelers beat the hell out of the Dolphins, beat the hell out of those Dolphins. Yeah,
I don't remember that at all.
That was a big ketchup bottle. That was a big ketchup bottle. That's that scoreboard. So that's where we are. So basically, we're on the south end of the stadium, and it's a great environment. It really is. They opened this up because I don't think they were going to open it up, but everything overflowed outside, and they said everybody just go in the stadium, and it got chaotic. Like the field was open for people to pay and passes and all that stuff, but up here. It wasn't open. So not for everybody, but it's open now. Now they got everything open. So it's good. It's fun. Having a great time. And we got to do this again tomorrow night. So I got to be here again tomorrow night. So I need a nap.
Good luck with that.
Well, we're gonna let you go have a nap as it looks like the Saints pick is in. Jordan Tyson is the pick for the Saints, giving Chris Olave some help, Tyler Shough some help. Lou, can you give me any kind of fantasy perspective on that?
I'll tell you what, now you draft the quarterback. The quarterback just moved up. He just moved up because he doesn't have a choice. As long as Olave stays healthy, God forbid he gets another concussion, because another concussion might end his career. So we don't even want to talk like that tonight. So we just gonna stay positive. This is a great draft pick for the Saints, because if this young man stays healthy, like I said earlier in my video, he could be the best receiver in the draft.
100%. Totally agree.
He really could. He really could.
Totally agree.
So that's a great pick. Great pick.
And to let you know, your fans out there, some lady by the name of Fashion Beyond 50 said, "Hi, honey." So you have admirers out there.
Yeah, you know. So look, they gonna watch me from wherever. I'm worldwide. I'm the
There you
international
go.
man of mystery.
There
International
you
man
go.
of mystery.
Hey, if you can hear, we're going to bring somebody on here because the Browns are on the clock with their trade from Kansas City. So we're bringing Jim back on right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll stay on. I'll stay right here where I can hear it in.
What's up,
All
Lou?
right.
Those little
Jim, what's up, baby?
those little yellow hankies you guys are spinning around. What are those little crying towels? Is that what those things are?
Can we hear him?
I can hear him.
I can't hear him.
All right,
He's just talking mad shit about you.
Making
I'm
fun
sure
of
he
your
is.
little yellow
He doesn't mean
hankies.
it though. You know, if he wake up talking about the Steelers, if he dream he talked about the Steelers, you better wake up, call me, and apologize. He know the story.
There you go. Lou, since you can't hear Jim, I'm going to let you go for a couple minutes and talk to Jim about this pick, and we'll come right back to you.
All right, Jim. Thanks for jumping on, man. Love you, man.
Yeah, buddy. We'll see you. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do. I was thinking that maybe they might trade down again, maybe for the Cowboys to come up, because Caleb Downs is still available. I thought maybe the Cowboys might have traded again with them, because the Giants are probably gonna take Caleb Downs now. So my friend right here next to me thinks we should take Caleb Downs right now. He's probably the best player on the board that's out there, but I still think we're gonna take an offensive lineman. I think we're gonna take Fano probably, unless they think that Miami guy that doesn't have a back problem, Malagoa, I think that's how you say his name, the Miami tackle.
I'm just going to keep letting you take the hits on that and figure.
We'll see what happens with that. But we're going to wait for wide receiver till later down the road, to our 24 pick. Maybe even try to trade up, I think, and then go after Denzel Boston or maybe Concepcion.
Maybe Omar Cooper.
Yeah, maybe.
I could see that.
Be interesting to see. I think the Browns are probably just going to go with the quarterbacks we have, and keep. They'd be crazy, I think, to start Deshaun Watson. I think they should give Shedeur Sanders a chance just to see, is he the right thing or not? I don't think he is, but maybe it could be if you get him an offensive line. It was tough last year. Our offensive line was just slaughtered. And he was just running for his life,
The Browns' biggest problem as of late has been trying to build outside in instead of inside out. So I think if they go heavy on the line, your D line is obviously fantastic. Your defense, I wouldn't draft a defensive player if I'm the Browns this entire draft. I'm going offense heavy, and mainly all of it is to ensure either Shedeur or Deshaun Watson are covered. Yeah. Do you have the same kind of feeling about that, or you want him to get a little aggressive?
I think the same thing on that, and then I think they'll probably end up trading Dylan Gabriel out. You know what I mean? There's probably a fit for him. A lot of people see him as like a Colt McCoy type quarterback for the league, where he'd be a good backup for somebody. He's a great team player. He's super smart. He'd be good at helping groom other players and things like that as they're as they need to learn as they come into the league. So because he's super intelligent. And I think he'd be a good backup quarterback in the league. I don't think he's going to be a number one anywhere, take anybody and replace Dylan Gabriel. But Shedeur Sanders, let's just give him a shot. Todd Monken likes gunslingers. He loved Lamar Jackson, and I'm not comparing Shedeur Sanders yet to Lamar Jackson, but he is a razzle dazzle playmaker. Let's put him in there and see what he can do. with an offensive line, it'll be great, and see what happens with that. Also, there we go. The pick is in.
Pick is in.
Spencer Fano or Fano, however you want to say it.
Yes, sir.
We'll have to figure out how they say it in Cleveland. So there it is. He went with the our guy, our GM Barry, went with the non-flashy pick, but you got to have an offensive line. If you can't give the quarterback time, I don't care who it is.
No, right? It works. And from a fantasy perspective, I tell you what this does is make Quinshawn that much more attractive to me.
Somebody needs to pick up Quinshon Judkins from fantasy football. You'll score a lot of points. We have no other running back really.
No.
So he's going to get the ball a lot, and you'll see him down there at the goal line. And then from fantasy football point, also I would take a look tight end wise at Harold Fannin Jr. Depending on who we end up getting with our other wide receiver that we draft probably at 24. He's going to get a lot of targets. 70 receptions last year. That was big. And he was out.
Yeah.
Was he out 2 games or 1? Fannin. He was out 2 games, right? I think just 1. Just 1? All right. So, but he was a rookie, so he's going to be that much better this year. And so he'll be really good at scoring some points for you on the tight end side, right?
Completely agree with that. Do you take any kind of a chance late round? I mean, on Jerry Jeudy, his time should be over in Cleveland, right? After the way the season ended for him last year.
He had the most drops in the NFL, I think. And now, could that have been because he had 3 different quarterbacks throwing the ball to him, and he also didn't come to preseason ball. I mean, I know it's optional. He sat out just like he is right now. I'm like, dude, get in there. These are new quarterbacks. You need to develop your timing with them and things like that. So he had the dropsies. We were calling him stone hands by the end of the year. So
yeah, he definitely needs some stickum.
Yeah, something like that. But maybe just get in there and practice a little bit.
Well, I love it. That was, I think, a great pick for the Browns. You're off to the right start. Jim, can we count on you to stick around? Maybe come back and talk about some division rivals as they come up.
You know what? I got to actually run after this, but I appreciate being on here, man. It was awesome.
No, it's great having you. Appreciate the time. And if we get a chance to catch up with you again, we will definitely do that.
Sounds good, man. Go Browns. This is our Super Bowl year, baby. This is it. Here we go.
That was fun.
All right, man.
I love it. All right.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, man. How are you again?
I'm doing all right.
We got the Dolphins, or I'm sorry, the Cowboys are on the clock because the Giants ran quick and got themselves an offensive tackle out of Miami. So Cody, whenever he is ready, we're going to bring Cody back on and get him talking about what the boys do here at 11.
Hey, welcome back.
What do you think we're looking at here, man?
If it's not Caleb Downs, then I don't know what I'm looking at.
This was looks like a trade with Miami.
Is it a trade? Did we trade the 20 pick then?
Yeah, it looks like you traded up. Miami fell back to 12.
Oh, yeah.
It was showing on my TV that we still have the 12.
11 and 12.
Did we have 2 picks, the 12 and the 20. We may have traded the 20 and a pick and moved up.
You traded up with Miami to 11. Miami moves to 12. And then
you still got 20.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there it is, updated. This has got to be Caleb Downs. Fantasy-wise,
yeah.
It's going to hurt. I mean, Caleb Downs is a defensive game changer that's going to slow down the pace of the Cowboys' offense.
Yeah.
I mean, last year was
possible.
We were the number 2 offense in the league. Yeah, you got George Pickens to re-sign that franchise tender today, but if you add a Caleb Downs to the defense, you're going to get more stops than you did last year, and that's automatically going to mean less fantasy value for your players.
You're not passing as much. You're running the ball a lot more.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting for you guys. While we're waiting on that pick to come in, Cody, I want to know, obviously, you got George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb. Great tandem.
Very blessed to have him.
Dak Prescott, obviously, is a valuable quarterback. Which receiver do you want more?
George Pickens.
Why? Is it the touchdowns and deep yards? Or do you think he is going to emerge as the number 1?
CeeDee Lamb's going to be that guy that, I mean, I'm 32 years old. I've been through a lot of Cowboys seasons. I've always had that receiver like a Miles Austin, a Des Bryant, you name them, I've been there with him. Keyshawn Johnson, all those guys. They'll catch balls for you and they'll get their yardage. But guys like George Pickens, they go and make the plays. You throw the ball up to them, they're going to bring it down. They're going to get you a touchdown. And CeeDee Lamb's he's going to get his yardage. He's quick. They're a great duo together. But if you can keep any of them, Pickens by a mile. Pickens came to Dallas and totally changed his tone. Totally changed his tone.
Yep.
Became a football player, I think.
Now, Lou has suggested that when George gets paid, George's going to stop trying so hard and be a little bit more of a distraction. Do you see that at all?
The risk you take. I mean, we paid CeeDee Lamb and he didn't. I think the way the Cowboys culture is I know people rip on Jerry for the way he does things. Personal, one-on-one with the players, signing with players and things like that, but it works. I mean, we're in they're talking about us every year, contention or not. The Cowboys are still in the news cycle.
The one thing I will give Jerry Jones above anything else is he does take care of his guys. If you are a Jerry Jones guy, he will 100% take care of you. And I mean, shit, you can't look for more than that. Cody's having a little technical problem, so we'll get back to him in a second. But I mean, am I wrong, Armando? Like, Jerry Jones will take care of his dudes. He's 100% correct.
From everything I've heard and we've all heard from players, it's literally all they talk about.
Yep.
All the especially all the big time players, they come out and support a Jerry. Jerry takes care of his guys. If you're a Cowboy and you're a Cowboy for life, then you're a Cowboy for life.
Yeah.
So that's just I don't think that's a wrong assessment. I think that's pretty spot on.
100%. I'm going to go ahead and bring Cody back in. Looks like he's good to go.
My bad, guys.
No, you're all good, man. Everything
I wasn't sure what was going on. Yeah.
So we're still on the clock here. You think we're going Caleb Downs here for sure. Mekhi Lemon is still up there. Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be something else. But again, does that help for fantasy?
No,
more mouths to feed.
It doesn't. Yep.
Yeah, more mouths to feed, more complaining in Dallas. This is the only thing that makes sense to me right here is Caleb Downs. If it's not Caleb Downs, I'm ripping down all these pictures behind me and it's becoming an onslaught.
It could be worse. You could be like, I don't know, the Bengals and just completely trade out of the first round.
Yeah, but I mean, I would take a 400-pound guy to clog up the middle, though.
That would be nice.
Yeah, Dexter Lawrence. They list him at 360, but that is a big boy.
Yeah, well, if you get a half a sack like Dexter Lawrence provides, wow.
That's true.
What a get back.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. You know, the Bengals got a Bengal, though.
Oh, yeah. Bengals going to Bengal. Browns are going to Brown.
Absolutely.
But how about them Cowboys?
Oh, I tell you what. Hopefully the pick comes in here pretty soon, but they're just like shredding it away.
What do you think about Javonte Williams' fantasy value this year?
Won't be as high as it was last year because we did in the offseason sign another running back. Yeah. So I think this year the Cowboys peaked in fantasy for you last year. I'm going to tell you that flat out. I think this year's about winning Super Bowls. Nope. It's about lining it up and winning games.
That'd be a change of pace.
Yeah, it's about winning games, especially if we move for Caleb Downs right here. If this pick is Caleb Downs, the Cowboys have changed their ways. If this is an offensive player, load up again because we're not stopping anybody.
Yep,
it's I think it'll either be would they go cornerback here because McCoy's still out there.
I would hope not. Didn't he have a knee injury?
I think he did, but they were.
Yeah, I would look at him at 20. I wouldn't go as high as him right here. But if I wouldn't
have traded up.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
So here's my thinking. I think they traded up, and Miami traded because I think Miami was going to take the tackle from Miami. Once the tackle from Miami was gone, I think that's where that trade came in, and they just traded back, and Dallas jumped them to get Caleb Downs.
Mission has been accomplished.
There it is.
There we go.
The Ohio State Buckeye has landed where he is going to be the leader of a defense, which won't be fantasy purposes wise, will not be. You're not smiling right now because Caleb Downs is a Cowboy. But
yeah, no.
Me, I am. I'm loving life.
If you're the Cowboys, this is a great great draft pick. I mean, look, anybody out of Ohio State, we're going to say it's a great draft pick.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this is a great pick for the Cowboys. Here's what we're going to do, Cody, Armando. I want to bring on Corey.
Yep.
I'm going to take a quick 30 seconds and sort out some technical stuff on my end. So I'm going to bring on Corey, a.k.a. Bill. You guys chat about the Dolphins pick.
Look at that background.
First off, don't run from me.
Yeah, you trashed Dexter Lawrence, and then you just say technical. Oh, he did run.
Oh, man. You know what? I'll save it for him.
If anybody I know is in this right now, Caleb Downs. Told you.
I can't believe Bane is still there.
So
I think he off the field issues.
Yeah, I think he goes to Miami here.
Allegedly murdered someone.
That's okay.
Allegedly,
Pac-Man and Ray Lewis and
allegedly. Where's the footage? We were talking about that. We were talking about that before we came on. Where's the footage, Corey? No, I think I was actually hoping Miami would have gone for Caleb Downs. But as soon as Dallas jumped Miami, I was like, all right, well, they're gonna take Downs. Miami could go Bane here. They could go McCoy. They could go with the cornerback out of Clemson, Terrell. Is it Avion Terrell?
Yeah.
Personally, Lemon is still on the board.
So I'm not spun up on the Dolphins, really. So what does their offense actually consist of right now? Because I know Tua's gone.
Yeah, so Tua's gone. They cut Tua went to Atlanta. They brought in Malik Willis from Green Bay. They still have my guy, Devon Achane. He's not going anywhere. They're probably going to lock him up in a contract here shortly. Their wide receivers leaves a little bit to be desired. Malik Washington, Theo Weiss Jr., Jalen Tolbert from Dallas. I think he spent some time with the Raiders too, but like Jalen Tolbert, Taj Washington, not Tutu Atwell. I'm sorry. We got Tutu Atwell from the Rams. So our wide receiver core is what some in the industry would call lackluster. Right. Definitely from a fantasy perspective right now, Malik Washington is the only one. He's like a Tyreek Hill. He's like a Temu Tyreek Hill. Like he doesn't quite have all the intangibles that Tyreek Hill had, but he's got the same size. That's about it, and a little bit of speed. Miami needs a wide receiver. We proved last year. I mean, Jalen Waddle, loved that dude. He wasn't going to stick around, so the fact that they traded him, I was fine with it. With that said, that kind of left you in the lurch as far as a wide receiver goes. They also were super thin at cornerback last year. The cornerbacks played as well as they could have possibly played. So with that said, that's why they're looking at probably drafting a cornerback here. Again, from a fantasy perspective, that means absolutely nothing. Right. But they do need to shore up that defense because a lot of teams could just throw the ball all over Miami last year. There was no doubt they could throw, they could run, they could really do whatever they wanted to them on defense. For a flashy, nice, good PPR fantasy perspective pick, Lemon's the guy. Practical pick of what they should do. They should probably go cornerback here.
Well, they went neither one, bud.
Nope.
Caden Proctor.
Caden Proctor. Oh my God. Caleb Proctor, offensive tackle. So I don't even know my own team. But again, if you look at needs, like team needs, it's literally every position.
Right.
It's wide receiver, cornerback, safety, tight end, edge, offensive line, defensive line, linebacker. Like their needs are all over the place. So I actually don't mind this pick at all because you have Malik Willis in there at quarterback. So you need better line play that they haven't had. You're going to sign Achane to an extension this year. So you need to have the lineman to block. And to be honest, these Green Bay guys, the coach, the GM, and everybody that they've brought in, they need to actually prove that they can draft people, because Chris Greer and the last GM and that staff for 9 years proved they couldn't draft anybody worth a shit on the offensive line. Like, okay, great. You brought in J-Lo. You drafted J-Lo Waddle. You drafted Devon Achane. You drafted a lot of these like really good skill position guys, and you had zero in terms of offensive line. Everybody they brought in that they drafted was a miss for the most part.
Well, I think this is the steal of the draft right now because he is the best offensive tackle in the draft right now. I think the other two were overrated. He's got the size and the strength, and he can move bodies, right? He's a little slow with quicker rushers, but I think they'll be able to develop that. Had a terrible 40-yard dash.
Dude, I'll tell you this. This dude is enormous. 6'6", 352. This guy is a
monster.
Like, if you stood me next to him, and I know I'm not a big guy, but if you stood me next to him, like we're not even in the same realm of person. Like, that dude is a beast. But
yeah, I couldn't be happy for that pick. Like, that's a great pick. I wish the Bengals would have got him, but what the Bengals did do was sure up that defense. Got rid of that piece of shit Trey Hendrickson. Got all that money, then got injured.
Yep.
We got solid safety. We got that edge rusher, Mafi. Our defense is going to go from 30 to top 15, guaranteed. Guaranteed. I'll bet anything. We're just the best. Bengals are the best.
Cool. Don't be a Browns fan. Don't be a Browns fan. Don't do that. That's not cool. Okay.
The Browns are gross.
With that said, the Browns are gross. I like it. Now, with that said, I think we're up against it right now. We got some stuff coming up, some picks. I know we got some other guys to bring on. So I am trying to find it and load it. This is what happens when you do live stuff like this. But we're going to go to an ad break, shall we? So we'll be back after this commercial break, if it'll let me do it. And of course it won't. Right, Corey?
That happens. What are you going to do?
It does. It's all right.
That's all right. People only paid us shitloads of money to run ads on this show.
I know, right? No, I got you. Because we are up against it. We do have some picks in between now and the next person we bring on. So
yep,
we'll run the commercial break, and then we'll see you here in a minute.
Breaks in January or the fridge quits in July. Home repairs never wait for a good time.
That's where HSP Home Warranty comes in. We're not a huge national call center. We're locally owned and operated in Central Ohio. One simple plan covers your appliances and interior mechanicals with a low $50 deductible. Plus, we include free annual HVAC checkups. No red tape, just local friendly service that works for you. Protect your budget and your peace of mind. Visit hsphomewarranty.com or call us today. HSP Home Warranty, Central Ohio's local choice.
Get ready to level up your podcast playlist at Calibration Media Group. Dive into the hilarious world of Kiss the Reviews, where your favorite movies get the comedic roasting they deserve. Fashion Beyond 50 is the ultimate guide to style and confidence for women in their prime. The Champ and the Chump Fantasy Football Podcast is delivering the winning strategies necessary to dominate your league. And don't miss Backstage Buckeye, your all-access pass to the Ohio State University Athletics. Find your next obsession at calibrationmediagroup.com.
Stop settling for off-the-shelf technology that doesn't fit. I'm talking about the recycled agency feel and the generic help desk loops. Meet Kairosco, your complete partner for IT support, custom software development, and modern web design. We build secure, high-performance systems and stunning websites with a sharper visual direction. No clutter, just credible solutions that drive your business forward. Ready to simplify? Schedule your free consultation at kairosco.com.
Is your boutique business being found where it matters most? If you aren't at the top of Google, you're losing leads to the competition. Calibration Media Group specializes in high-performance Google ad campaigns that put your shop or real estate listings directly in front of motivated buyers. We combine expert search strategy with professional video content to drive massive ROI without the big agency price tag. Get premium results at a low price point that fits your budget. Visit us at calibrationmediagroup.com.
So much fun. Thank you to all of our sponsors. What a great ad break that was, giving us a chance to relieve ourselves for half a second. As the first round of the draft ticks on, we got the Rams, Ravens, Bucks in that order, and we are wall-to-wall with guest Yins. We are going to bring on Nate Nestor. He's going to come on and discuss Rams, Ravens, Buccaneers, fantasy values as these picks come in. Nate, welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's dish on the Rams. First off, do you have any prediction for this?
I think with what's available right now, you got to go Bain. They're stacked offensively. You got to go. If Bain, I was hoping if we reversed a couple weeks ago, Bengals, I was throwing the Bengals in there with Bain or Downs. I'd have been happy either one. Mm-hmm. You're going to tell me you can get Bain at 13 here? Yes, please.
That's a great pick.
That'd be hard to pass up. Absolutely. Let me ask you from a fantasy perspective. The Rams are obviously loaded for bear. Matthew Stafford, your reigning MVP. Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, they're combining for yards and touchdowns every week. Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, who is a touchdown machine at this point, and Colby Parkinson and Tyler Higbee at tight end somehow come in there every year. I mean, obviously Puka is top 5 in any fantasy draft. Oh no, who'd they take?
What?
Ty Simpson.
Wow. Ty Simpson, quarterback from Alabama, is going to the Rams. They have Matthew Stafford's replacement. That's a complete wash for the year.
Man.
Okay,
that was a shocker.
My first initial reaction is this. Does this mean the Rams think they're good enough to go now?
Yes.
To the Super Bowl?
Yes.
100%.
Do you guys think the Rams are good enough right now to go to the Super Bowl?
Borderline.
I do.
They're top 4.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about a pass here or there when they were playing the Seahawks. I mean, they were a couple plays away from having home field and taking that away. One of the greatest games that I've watched in recent history, that regular season game there in Seattle.
Yeah.
That was incredible. So they were a couple plays from having home field. They were a couple plays from going anyways after going through the playoffs. So yes, but man, if you could have added, I don't think Ty Simpson's the answer for Stafford once he moves on. I think you bring somebody in. This was the first shocker of the draft for me, by far.
It's same.
So, absolutely. And especially for a guy that you think you may be able to move up in the second round and go get. If you really wanted him, like, who was going to take him in the first round of the remaining teams? Not a lot. I do not like this pick at all for the Rams. Obviously, fantasy-wise, it does nothing for anybody unless Stafford has a stroke. Because, I mean, he is that age now.
That would be the only thing that this
has. Get your colonoscopy scheduled. Yeah, I hate this pick. Anyway, let's get back to it while we're waiting on the Ravens pick to come in. Matthew Stafford, what rounds are you looking at him for?
Man,
fantasy wise?
I think you're still in that mid 6 to 8. I don't think he'll fall to 8 at all, but right when those top 5 go out and you're starting to scramble for that QB and you start seeing, okay, there's Dak, there's that possibility of Jackson Dart being, I mean, fantasy wise, the dude is on fire, in terms of if he stays on the field, of course, but stop going head first in the lineman. I think he's Stafford. I mean, he puts up numbers. I mean, look who he's throwing to. He's got running backs that take the heat off of him. Fantasy relevant wise, incredible. So I think you're starting to see that run on QBs. You get your top 4 or 5 gone, and then you start better thinking that, I'm going to be taking maybe the 8th QB, 7th QB. I want Stafford. All right.
I dig it. What? Kyron Williams has always been such a problem child for me. I love drafting him, and then he screws me every year because Blake Corum gets every single touchdown.
Yeah.
Because Kyron is not, I'm going to break it for 80 yards and run away from everybody kind of running back. He's very methodical, very slow, and then Corum comes in at the goal line and bloop, we're in for a touchdown. Do you touch these running backs, or is it even worth a shot, or do you just kind of hang around and wait and see?
For me, and I'm a Kyron owner. For me, it was very frustrating. Those first 8 games, I think he was on pace to break the record. The dude was a touchdown guarantee. With what they did the second half with Corum, man, you're talking about frustration as a fantasy owner. No thanks. So I don't want to fall into that. I will in my dynasty leagues because he's there and it's deep. So obviously I'm going to keep it. But in a redraft, man, he's my RB2 on my team no matter what. Like I'm not touching him in the probably top 4. There's value out there. There's some guys that are getting the points. I mean, I love that he's going to be playing. He's going to be in it. But I mean, what, 75%? Maybe he might fall to maybe 60% touchdown between him and Corum. I hope it's not worse than that, but that's what you got to plan for.
100%. That is pretty much the numbers I would be expecting as well. Let's move on. The Ravens have picked. They got guard out of Penn State, Ione.
Oh, they already took it?
Yep. He is in protecting Lamar Jackson, and the streak continues where we get Lamar no pass catchers. Even after they let Isaiah Likely go, they had a chance for Sadiq, as we had talked about a little bit. That disappeared immediately. So the Ravens' fantasy value, same as it ever was. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Devontae Walker, and Mark Andrews.
I mean, Walker, come on.
Yeah.
Bateman had some games.
Trash.
I mean, Bateman had, maybe 3 or 4 games that were pretty awesome, but good luck guessing which ones they are. I mean, that's not anything. I was surprised they didn't go Sadiq here. You lose Likely. They love the 2 tight end. Andrews is aging, who obviously is not playing every game. At least it doesn't feel like. A lot of injuries over the last couple of years. And a lot of these guys are, but he seems to be popping up the most on the report. I cannot believe they didn't take Sadiq here. Like that dude's a beast. That's a scary, scary looking guy.
Yeah, I totally agree, Armando.
No, I completely agree too. Listen, where the fuck is Lemon?
Thank you.
He's Flowers though.
The Ravens, haven't and again, I like Zay Flowers, but Zay Flowers is, to me, he's a late round pick. He's in that, I don't know, 8th round, 7th round kind of like. He's good, but he's not. Yeah, he's a flex guy for me. They need somebody.
Flex,
they needed
yeah.
somebody solid. They needed somebody solid. They needed a number one, and I
This
think
might
Lemon
boost them.
could have been. It could, but I think they should have gone there. They could have gone with the tight end. I think that would probably be a better move, but something for Lamar. You got to give him something.
They could have gone with the other running back out of Notre Dame, and it would have been a better pick.
That's definitely not sexy. It's not a sexy pick at all.
No.
And you brought up Bateman. Like that name is not spoken in my house. I grabbed him his rookie season because it was one of those rookies that I'm like, this guy's gonna be the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was being so sly and good, and he did nothing for me the whole season. I was like, never again. And I think I might have taken him his second year too, when the same thing happened. I was like, all right, well, I'm out on that guy. So
I think you only bring him up to support if you were to go Flowers in a draft at some point, if you were to take Flowers, that's why you bring him up. You're like, well, who else he throwing it to?
Exactly.
I mean, I think I'll take my chances with Flowers. Third year now, I believe. Third or fourth year.
Yeah. Third or fourth year.
As fast as can be. He's a favorite target of Lamar. Lamar had a couple stretches there that weren't very good, but when Lamar is healthy, Flowers is his target. Deep threat. I mean, he's using him close to, so the guy can play. They get a couple rushes in there with him as well. So I'm probably a little higher on Flowers than you, but still a great flex.
Oh yeah. As a flex guy for sure.
Only thing that scares me about that offense, and we'll skip on over to the Buccaneers, is the division they play in. Because those defenses are hard-hitting and fast outside of the Bengals. But they're also getting better. Their secondary is getting better. So that the defenses they have to go up against every week are so tough. And I think can hurt them.
The Ravens pick is a chess move with what the Bengals did?
I do. I think it's going to hurt them in the long run. I do want to cut back in though, Nate, while we got you on here. We have the Bucks on the clock. Lou is back in the room. Lou, we're here with Nate. What is up, big dog?
Hey, what's up, Nate?
Lou, how are you?
Man, I can't complain. I'm in the stadium right now, and I was actually in here for Armando's Raggedy Teams pick, but wasn't nobody able to get me in. Corey must have been taking one of his mandated breaks. So
that's exactly what was happening.
I just sat backstage and couldn't do nothing. So here I is. Look, here I is.
You want to rip on the Dolphins now, or is that over?
Look, you don't pick on the disabled people. You don't do that. You know better than that. and we live too. You know that's like picking on the Browns. You don't do that.
What was the reaction like, Lou, when the Rams picked Ty Simpson? Because we all shit our pants.
No, it was a big reaction here because that means we can't get him.
Oh yeah.
That means we can't do nothing stupid and pick him. He's already gone.
You guys.
Yeah,
that's because the Steelers are going to go back. That's why.
Don't say that again. Again, you got to keep reminding me that we're live. So language is an issue here when you say stuff like that. But I will say this though: that Ty Simpson pick for the Rams, the best thing could happen for that kid's career. That young man will have a career now. He just got a job where he doesn't have to do anything for the next year but learn. And that's all he's going to do. And he's going to hit the ground running in 28 and come 28 or 27, whatever the season will be, however you want to call it. He's going to be I'll tell you right now, he's going to break out and be a top 15 quarterback. Because all he needed was some coaching in a year to sit and watch.
I believe
Who better than McVay? It's going to be great.
I don't know about top 15, but I agree with the setup for him.
It's going to be close. And then, as much as I bust Armando's chops about their pick, You need an anchor. That's a great pick by the Dolphins if they're serious about rebuilding. You got to get that anchor. And they got an anchor that'll be there for 10 to 15 years, providing he doesn't get hurt, and we never wish anybody get hurt. So they got the next Trent Williams if he can keep his weight down. But it's going to be a weight issue with him. If he can keep his weight down, he could be the next Trent Williams.
And I tell you what, the Buccaneers came in with their pick. Nate, your guy Bain from Miami, off the clock to Tampa Bay. Great pick for their defense.
Smart move. Yeah. We got back to normalcy here. We got some brains started in the war rooms. Hey, we should probably go deep. Bucs are stacked on offense. Like even with Evans leaving, I mean, you got Tez Johnson as your 3 who came on fire last year.
Yeah.
You got Ibuka who was money, who couldn't get the ball anymore because obviously you go to Evans. Godwin healthy is a beast. The running backs. I mean, the Bucs super smart going D here. Otten is very capable. You don't need to go tight end. This was a great pick. This was smart.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely was. I agree with that for sure. That's a huge pick because this dude is everybody's blockable in the NFL, but he's going to step right up in that Will Anderson category. I mean, this kid is good. The kid is good. 100%. He's really good. He's really good.
Reuben Bain Jr. out of Miami, edge rusher, now a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. We are rolling through this draft. Lou, what's been
you guys should have heard the Ravens get booed out of the building every time they're low. They didn't boo the Browns like that. So all people listening who think the Browns are the Steelers' rival, that's not the case anymore. It's just not. The Ravens, every time they put their logo on something, they about ready to set the place on fire. It's chaos. You can't do anything with the Ravens here in Pittsburgh. They're booing them out of the building. They're being respectful to the fans that's here because it's all for fun. But when they put their logo up, oh my God, it's epic. It's epic.
I love it. Nate, we're going to bring you back here in a couple minutes to start our fictional fantasy draft. We're going to chat with Lou here for a couple more minutes.
All right.
Thank you for the time, Nate. Great job. Lou, big dog.
What's up?
What is the atmosphere like there? How much fun are you having?
Man, I'm having a ball, but I'm old. I'm like, okay, what time this thing's supposed to be over? I thought they told me 9:30.
Yep, that's what I said.
Yeah, we started to lose you. I'm going to drop you out, Lou, for a couple minutes, see if that gets fixed. It is coincidental that every time Lou gets tired or a little sleepy, his mic starts to drop. He knows exactly what he's doing. Exactly. All right, the Jets are on the clock. Here's the deal with the Jets with their 16th pick that they got from Indianapolis for Sauce Gardner. If they don't take Mekhi Lemon, I'm out. I don't know what else is happening.
We don't have any Jets people on here, right?
No.
Okay. Just from back in the day, I know me and Lou took a lot of heat. Dude, Jets fans hate me so much. I don't care where you live. If you're a Jets fan, you can't stand me. FYI, it doesn't matter who you draft. You're going 3-14, 6-11, or 6-12, 6-13, however many goddamn games they play now. That's what the Jets are doing. They do it every year. It doesn't matter who you draft. They could draft, I don't know, Dan Marino with the next pick in the draft, like a 20-year-old Dan Marino, and they'd still manage to fuck it up. That's what the Jets do.
There you go, Jets. And with that, we got Lou back.
Yeah, I'm kind of figuring out I got to be right here. Like I can't walk over there and show y'all the crowd that's in the stadium.
Yeah, you gotta plug your phone into the modem. Do you got the little AOL disc that you put in?
Absolutely, that's my email. Lou at AOL.com. Yeah. That's how this is working. But I do notice if I go about 20 yards the other way, I lose you guys. So it's got something to do with this big old scoreboard up here. But it looks like the Jets just ruined the tight end from Oregon's career by drafting him. So
Sadiq
that's
is now a
unfortunate.
New York Jet. Yep. This has fantasy implications we can finally talk about.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
After you take Mason Taylor last year, you come back with another tight end this year?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask. What the hell are they doing? Double tight end set with Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson? This is good. They're going to run the wishbone.
They're trying. I mean, they're trying to be the Ravens, is what they're trying to do.
Okay, because
it ain't going to work.
And I may have missed a couple picks, but Mekhi Lemon's still on the board, right?
Yes, he is. We don't know how.
And they drafted another tight end.
Yep.
Okay, I like to go back and see my guy that I did the interview with earlier and see how he's feeling right now. Because I'm sure he is salty and headed to his hotel.
We're looking at you, Boba Jet 16.
Boba Jet is
66.
Boba Jet is not going to be happy.
No.
Boba Jet is not going to be happy.
He's kicking that little Grogu or whatever that little Yoda's name is halfway through Cross Hines Field right now. He's over it.
Boba Jet he's probably halfway back to his hotel room right now. He is
pissed.
They took another tight end.
That dude has a belly full of whiskey and just an angry streak in him right now.
But you know what's funny? Aaron Glenn's gonna swear, but now he don't know why he got fired after this year. And I'm just gonna replay him this piece of tape right here. You just took another tight end.
Corey, what I tell
help you need?
What I tell you before the pick even came in? I was like, it doesn't matter who the Jets take. It's another 3-14 season. Here's to you, Jet, for fucking it up again. Way to go.
You proved it. And you know who I feel really bad for right now is our man, George Monsamio, fantastic film director. He just sent us a text that said, Jets, 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 Jets. And now he's probably kicking his dog.
Yeah, he done kicked his dog in the ribs.
Yep.
Now we got to call, what's that place? Peter? Ain't that pet place?
Shit, we ought to call the Jets and tell them we found him a place kicker.
No, they wouldn't take him if you did. They said, is his name Ray Finkel? If his name Ray Finkel, we'll take him.
Lou, are you drafting Kenyon Sadiq at all?
Well, as a Steeler, no.
Well, no, fantasy-wise.
Fantasy-wise. Well, God, no, not now. No.
It ain't always about the Steelers, Lou.
Will you just look at this crowd and tell me that again? Will you just look at all this and tell me? Will you just look at this 500,000 people here and tell me it's not all about the Steelers?
Hey, I'm not on speakerphone. It's all in here. It's all in here.
You need to get on whatever you need to get on now. When you look at this people, tell me it's not. No, but not from a fantasy standpoint. He's dead. He's done. Yep. He's done. And the thing is, the kid is uber talented. That's what sucks. Because what are they going to do with him?
Use him to block, apparently.
Exactly. And guess what he doesn't do? Block.
I mean,
did you watch Oregon play?
Yeah. Don't ask me what to do with the second tight end, Lou. I'm a Patriots fan. Our second tight ends murder people. That's what we do with them. So I don't know what to tell you. Good luck, Kenyon.
All right, then. No, but as far as fantasy goes, he was a great prospect. And then the draft choice just killed him. You can't do anything with him.
Yep.
You really can't.
Agree.
You can pick him up on waivers, so Travis will have him in week 2.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. All right, Lou, we're going to holler at you here again in a couple minutes. We see the Lions are on the clock. We're gonna
Okay.
get some stuff going on our end,
And
and
then I'll try to make sure I jump on a couple picks before the Steelers go.
you know that's
There
right.
you go. There you
All
go.
right, that's when the draft starts. Draft starts at 21 right now.
Keep staying safe. Keep signing autographs, brother. We'll talk to you in a minute.
I'm gonna keep doing it. I'll talk to y'all
All
in a
right.
little bit. All right, be good.
There you go.
All right, the Lions are on the clock. We got Cody still in the room. We got Corey still in the room. We got Nate still in the room. We are about to kick off our fictional fantasy draft. We will interrupt it and get panel reactions as the draft continues. I'm going to start bringing guys on, though, and I will explain what happens. I will not be participating. Just like in high school physical education, I am not allowed to play. So with that, gentlemen, we are going to kick off this fictional fantasy draft. Your favorite players, you all got a sheet of players. You have obviously players outside of the ones I mentioned you can draft. We're doing 4 rounds, snake draft, 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 1 wide receiver, 1 X factor player. Can be defense, can be a kicker, can be tight end, because they don't count in this league, like any good fantasy league should do. And with that, we're going to go right in order of how I see you. Armando has the first pick. Corey, Nate, Cody is how it goes. Second round will be Cody, Nate, Corey, Armando. With that, Armando, you are on the clock. And before you get started, the tackle out of Clemson has been taken for the Lions. So no real changes there. Still looking solid for them. They shore up the offensive line for Goff and the running backs. Fantasy stays the same. Armando, first pick.
First pick of the draft, I go with quarterback out of West Canaan, Texas, Johnny Moxon.
Johnny Moxon of Varsity Blues fame.
Johnny Moxon
Famously told his father, "I don't want your life," and now he has it. He is a football star for Armando.
He's the reluctant hero.
And we move on to the Bengals war room, where Corey is anxiously anticipating.
Honey.
Oh, this is so easy. Give me the hero of Polk High School, Al Bundy.
4 touchdowns in 1 game.
One
Gotta
game.
do the pose for everybody. Al Bundy goes to Corey in the first round. What an excellent pickup. Moving on to Nate at number 3.
I can't believe I'm already upset on the first pick of a fictional draft. Wow. I was going Al Bundy all day long. Childhood hero. That was it. I gotta go a little Bobby Boucher right now. I'm X Factor. He can do it all.
It.
And obviously, defense, you're not getting by him. So it's Bobby Boucher.
I love it. Bobby Boucher comes in, the X Factor pick at 3. He can play defense. He can play offense. You got the man. And his mama said football is the debo. Moving on to Cody.
I'm going to keep the theme Texas tonight. I'm going to go with the heart of Texas football, Tim Riggins at running back, baby.
Woo! Friday Night Lights is on the board, and we picked the right time to do this draft. The Minnesota Vikings have selected Caleb Banks, defensive tackle out of Florida.
It's a big boy.
Nothing changes for them. Good luck with Kyler Murray, guys. Tim Riggs is gone. Cody, you are back on the list, or on the clock.
I am going to stick with my Friday Night Lights team, and I'm going to go ahead and take the 1-2 combo, Matt Saracen and Tim Riggins.
Woo! Clearly, somebody
who's going to beat him?
Somebody is declaring their favorite TV show right now on this live stream. I love it. Nate, you are back on the clock with your second pick.
I'm gonna go wide receiver here. Probably one of the most iconic lines of all time. Maybe a little too diva for me, but I can't get stuck with Forrest Gump. So I'm going Rod Tidwell from Jerry Maguire. Little Cuba.
I love it. He said, "Show me the money," and you are paying him unlike you would probably pay Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
As mentioned previously, we are back to the Bengals war room with Corey in the second round.
There's only one answer here. It's the linebacker that is worth 3 first-round picks, Vontae Mack.
Oh. I love it. Eat your heart out, Kevin Costner. We got Corey Havens. And we're back to Armando with the end of the second round.
You know what? I'll stick with Friday Night Lights. I'll stay in the state of Texas because you can't win unless you put Booby in. I'm going to go with Booby Miles.
I love it. The only person that likes that pick more than you is Cody.
Yep, I love it.
Third round is off to a great start. Corey, you are on the clock.
Listen, my man can throw over mountains. He just got injured. He was a G back in his day. He would have been one of the greats. Give me Uncle Rico.
I love it. The king of the bullet pass. You ever see him sling that steak at Napoleon's face? Dude, he'll throw that football at you, leave a 2-foot hole coming out.
And I think I got screwed on that one. Isn't that the snake? Don't I get back-to-back picks?
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
I hosed you.
Wow.
But the good news is, Corey, he has a quarterback already.
I ain't scared.
I do have a quarterback because I would have stolen that just out of spite.
This is why nobody lets me commission a league.
What do I need here? A wide receiver?
Yes, you do.
All right. I'm going with Deacon Moss from The Longest Yard.
I like it. Wasn't that Michael Irvin?
That was Michael Irvin. That's my guy.
Enough said. If you don't like him, watch his clip where he talks about him going across the middle. So, Corey, we know now with my screw up fixed. Uncle Rico is in the books. Nate, it is up to you. What you gonna do?
I'm going off the board QB. I could probably wait till the 4th pick, but I'm going to go a little Reno Hightower, Kurt Russell from the Best of Times.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, throwing to some white shoes. You know, you got the white shoes, just memorable.
That is a great connection for you with Rod Tidwell.
Yeah, that's the perfect setup right there.
Yep. And you got Bobby Boucher in maybe at fullback. Oh my God.
You took it right. You got it. Yep.
I see what you're building. See what you're building. Cody, you are the man.
I'm going to stick with the team building theme here. I got my quarterback, my running back out of Texas. I'm going to go with the big boy, Billy Bob.
Oh, X Factor. Got the big blocker. Billy Bob. He got his
Clear the path,
stand,
baby. Clear the path.
I love it. And don't forget, hard man to tackle if you have to run a trick play.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Concussed or not.
That's it. Good luck, Johnny Moxon. You got nobody blocking for you now. All right. And you get another pick.
Oh, with my last pick, I will take a receiver. And, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to take Air Bud. I'm a dog guy, and I'm going to throw it out there to the dog. Fastest guy in the field. Give me Air Bud.
Hell yeah. Good luck tackling that guy.
Absolutely.
I love it. Air Bud. The only thing he's afraid of, a cat. And we are back to Nate for his final pick of the draft.
I need a little extra speed here. I would love to take Gump and move him to running back. However, I'm going, I don't think it was said yet. Earl Meggett, is he still on the board?
Earl Meggett is on the board.
I'll take him.
He was a PPR nightmare for opposing defenses.
I got some divas, but I got a QB that will bring them together.
Gotta have a good coach. Gotta have a good coach.
That's right. Yep. All heart.
Yep.
You get Gene Hackman to coach that, you're set.
I'm set.
Maybe Al Pacino if you really want to fire up the divas.
Give me Gene all day.
All righty, Corey, we are on you. Final pick in our draft. And before you go ahead and pick, Monroe Freeling out of Georgia, offensive tackle, is now a Carolina Panther. Eagles are on the clock at 20, which means
They just traded with the Cowboys.
Have traded back with their defensive rival. The Cowboys are out of the first round, guys. Nope, they're 23. I found
23, but I can't believe they traded with the Eagles.
Who the hell did they think they can get at 23 now? They are just
Jerry must got something up his sleeve.
He's cooking. All right, Corey, you're the man.
From the 1979 film, North Dallas 40. Give me Phil Elliott, wide receiver for the North Dallas Bulls.
I love it. Nick Nolte's iconic character?
Yes.
Dude was a beast. As Armando would say, smoking heaters on the sideline, threw his helmet, went in, catch a touchdown pass. He don't care.
You know who's ripping heaters through their helmet? The last pick of this draft. Nigel the Leg Gruff.
Legend.
You need the field goal kicker.
Whoa. All right. I'm glad I got the panel here. I'm interrupting this. Mekhi Lemon has just been drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles in the first round. That is a fantastic pick for them. Guys, I want your reaction on this. A.J. Brown is definitely out now, right? Where he goes, who knows? Probably the Patriots.
Yeah.
But with the pickup of Mekhi Lemon, you've got to think A.J. Brown's out of there.
Oh, 100%. There's no way he stays.
No.
And if he does, he'll light that whole stadium on fire by week 2.
Unbelievable. The Cowboys helped move A.J. Brown out of town. That's something else.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. Great pick. I'm so excited.
It's a lot of speed there.
That is
not a lot of weight. Not a lot of weight in Philly, but a lot of speed.
No, a lot of speed for sure.
God.
Your top 2 wide receivers combined for about 320.
Oh, Cody's face says it all.
Caleb Downs.
No one's scared of Caleb Downs.
Tell you what.
All right, boys. That was a good fantasy draft. We're going to wait for Lou here to jump back in. As far as Philadelphia is concerned, that was huge. We got Lou in. Steelers are on the clock, so I'm going to let you guys all bounce. Stick around if you want. We will definitely bring you back on, but I am bringing Lou in now. Thank you very much, everyone, for your participation. Lou.
Yeah, you need to calm down. I said I was trying. Yeah, I've been trying to get on for 2 picks.
Dog, Mekhi Lemon.
That's why we don't like the Eagles around here, too.
Yep.
But
my God.
But we're taking Tyson. Taking the receiver.
You think so?
So, anything else y'all need to know?
You're taking Tyson. Tyson is, I think, gone. Is he not?
I'll get y'all an interview with him tomorrow.
Yeah, Tyson's in New Orleans, buddy.
Yeah, this guy's dead.
You can have
we'll
Cooper.
Cross him off then.
Well, then cross him off the list then. Now I think they taking Jordan Tyson right here.
Jordan Tyson's in New Orleans.
Wouldn't shock me if they took a lineman, but do you go guard here? 21, you don't overpay for him, but
you definitely don't go Jordan Tyson since he got drafted at pick number 8.
Yeah, I told you I missed some stuff, so it probably wouldn't work.
Yep.
So then we're done. Then we're done.
You got Cooper and Simpson.
So I don't know. You gotta go
Cooper.
lineman, I guess. Can't take quarterback. Can't take a receiver. They all got drafted. I know they're not going to take the receiver out of Washington because that's too high for him.
Well, is it? What about what is it? Concepcion?
No, this is football, not baseball in the 70s. It's not the big red machine. It's not the big red machine.
So that's a no.
But your 2026, 2027 Super Bowl champs will get ready to pick. So all of y'all need to just get yourself together, understand what's about to happen, and realize the importance of what's getting ready to take place. That's all I want y'all to do. That's
We
all I
are
want y'all to
waiting
do.
with bated breath.
And we all going to learn together who the next Hall of Fame player is in the NFL.
Don't move around too much. I want to see what's going on.
You got that right. I thought about that. Don't get it twisted. I did think about that. I'm like, I kind of wanted to see the board, but I'm like, every time I go in front of the board, I freeze up and say, look, somebody play Renegade.
I swear to God, I heard somebody behind you go, shut the fuck up.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. They would have been asked to leave.
It was
Over that
probably
rail, that's about 3 stories up.
It was probably the same fat lady that tried to fight Armando when we all went to the
You
Steelers
already
game.
know. Just take it in with me. Just take it in with me.
All right, they is the pick in? I see him on TV going nuts.
Yeah. He can't.
And I'm wearing my Play Renegade shirt tomorrow. Play Renegade. Don't do nothing else. Don't do nothing stupid. Just play Renegade. That's all you got to do. And the world will be a better place. Play Renegade.
I think I hear it.
Yeah, they're coming over. But
I love it.
Look like they talking about they might go to a break. Of course, they're gonna try to delay the inevitable.
Of course, for a friggin' lineman. You know what I think?
What size y'all wear? I'll get y'all some gear. I know Corey extra small. Armando, you got a lot of mouth, so we got to get over your head. So you're probably a double X. So I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got y'all.
Appreciate you.
Honestly, guys, I
rude.
think they have to go offensive line here because the skill position players are gone. So I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, as far
this is Mike McCarthy's first pick. He ain't going to be here long anyway.
As far as receivers go, Cooper's the only one
So
you got
we'll see
left.
what they do. Because I have no idea, to be honest with you. No idea.
Yeah, I was going to say Cooper from Indiana.
That was, but at 21, no.
I think that would be a bit too high.
Yeah. When they need an offensive guard, they got to get a guard.
Yeah.
What about a tight end?
Yeah, we need another one of those. We need another one of those like the Jets do. If it wasn't for the Jets, we would have took him. That way we have 18 of them on the 53-man roster.
You can never have enough tight ends, Lou.
Evidently, the Jets and the Steelers both believe that. Evidently,
Lou,
they both believe that.
We're being asked, are you on the field now?
Arizona State.
He can't hear me. He got me on a pay no mind list.
They took a tackle. I'm cool with that.
All right.
Because when you got Driftwood back there, they can't move.
Yep.
You got to get somebody to block. So hopefully this kid can block. So he gonna get his chance, and then he gonna get it in practice because we got probably the third or fourth best edge rushers in the league. When you look at the combination of them, Houston clearly has the best. But this pick here, it can really help out. It's going to help out Michael Pittman because the ball is going to have to come out fast if this young man's going to play early. Because it's a brutal division. He's not going to step in ready to block Myles Garrett. We all know that. So that's okay. But they don't play them twice. But we'll see. Pick went over well. It's a tackle. We need linemen. I can live with it.
And I see I see how you did me dirty there, Lou. The tackle who you keep mentioning is Max Ionacher. Max Ionacher out of Arizona State. You left me that last name to try and pronounce.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop off because I've lost you guys again in the vocals. I can't hear you. I think you can hear me, though.
Yep.
So I'm going to sign off. But, yes, the pick went over well here. We need a lineman, and we got to have them. Basically, what that pick told you, though, before I go get off, is Dylan Cook played well, but they're not willing to go all in with Dylan Cook. And Broderick Jones' neck injury, he had a setback, which may end his career, which is, that sucks. Even though he wasn't playing well. Oh, I can hear you now. But even though he wasn't playing well, you never want to see that for the kid.
No.
But this just told you that Broderick Jones is really hurt and may never play again. And they're not going willing to get in bed long term with Dylan Cook. So I like the pick.
All right. We will check back in with you here as the night goes on.
So Armando, I can hear you. I can't hear Corey.
All right.
So
selective hearing is what we call it.
That's what it is. I have you in one ear, him in the other one. And now I'm telling you, that pod died. Corey, don't worry about that pod. But okay, I'm not going to mess up the feed because I can only hear one of you. But pick us in. People love it. We going to keep celebrating. And I'll jump back on here before the night's over.
Yep. Check back in with us.
All right, fellas.
Later.
Man, I keep getting chumped out, and it is bullshit.
Yeah, you get the short end of the stick because that's who you are, buddy.
Tell me about it. You about ready to do another commercial break here for our fans?
Let's run a little commercial.
Of the sponsors.
That's right. Let's run another commercial break, and we'll be back after these short messages.
Breaks in January or the fridge quits in July. Home repairs never wait for a good time.
That's where HSP Home Warranty comes in. We're not a huge national call center. We're locally owned and operated in Central Ohio. One simple plan covers your appliances and interior mechanicals with a low $50 deductible. Plus, we include free annual HVAC checkups. No red tape, just local friendly service that works for you. Protect your budget and your peace of mind. Visit hsphomewarranty.com or call us today. HSP Home Warranty, Central Ohio's local choice.
Get ready to level up your podcast playlist at Calibration Media Group. Dive into the hilarious world of Kiss the Reviews, where your favorite movies get the comedic roasting they deserve. Fashion Beyond 50 is the ultimate guide to style and confidence for women in their prime. The Champ and the Chump Fantasy Football Podcast is delivering the winning strategies necessary to dominate your league. And don't miss Backstage Buckeye, your all-access pass to the Ohio State University Athletics. Find your next obsession at calibrationmediagroup.com.
Stop settling for off-the-shelf technology that doesn't fit. I'm talking about the recycled agency feel and the generic help desk loops. Meet Kyrosco, your complete partner for IT support, custom software development, and modern web design. We build secure, high-performance systems and stunning websites with a sharper visual direction. No clutter, just credible solutions that drive your business forward. Ready to simplify? Schedule your free consultation at Kyrosco.com.
Is your boutique business being found where it matters most? If you aren't at the top of Google, you're losing leads to the competition. Calibration Media Group specializes in high-performance Google ad campaigns that put your shop or real estate listings directly in front of motivated buyers. We combine expert search strategy with professional video content to drive massive ROI without the big agency price tag. Get premium results at a low price point that fits your budget. Visit us at calibrationmediagroup.com.
All right, we are back, kicking it once again, rolling through this first round of the draft. Akeem Messidor was just taken at 22 by the Chargers, edge rusher out of Miami. So that means, who the hell is on the clock now? Starting to get late. Everything's falling apart. We got the boys on the clock, which means my man Stu, you are up. If you were here. That is all good. We're going to go ahead and bring Corey back on since he is familiar with the Cowboys and the mentality.
Oh, yeah. Go boys.
I love it.
Go boys.
I don't know why we are doing this solo layout thing here. There we go. We'll just go ahead and stick with that. This is what happens when Armando leaves. Everything goes to shit.
That's
Cowboys are on the clock. Corey, what are you seeing here for the Cowboys at this point in time?
If it's me, I'm taking that cornerback out of Tennessee, that McCoy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Cowboys are hurting on defense, to say the least. Their offense is solid, just like the Bengals, right? Defense is where they need. I'm going corner. Maybe that Terrell out of Clemson. They're big up front, I think. So I wouldn't take a defensive lineman or anything like that, but maybe an edge rusher if they're feeling spicy.
Yep. I think you're dead on accurate with the cornerback. Obviously, it doesn't have much to do with fantasy as far as any of that is concerned. But for them, they desperately need the help on defense. And you're right, you're so loaded on offense. Who is there that's going to help you value at this point outside of that cornerback? There is nobody left.
Right. That Concepcion is still there. He's a good wide receiver. I wouldn't take him with the Cowboys. Maybe the Browns next take him. They could use a wide receiver, but I hope not. Because
that's where I would probably lean. Cooper out of Indiana or Concepcion out of wherever the hell he came from. Going to the Cowboys at that point, which is why I think they traded back. They knew those guys were still going to be there for him.
Right.
Yeah, this has been a weird draft for the Cowboys. I thought they'd be much more aggressive and trading. The thing that got me was trading back with the Eagles and giving the Eagles Mekhi Lemon, just because they're in your friggin' division. If you're going to take a receiver and you go Cooper and you traded back for that, what are you doing? Like, well, honestly, what the hell are you doing? There's got to be a cornerback here.
It has to be. I mean, I can't see them taking anything else. They just got Caleb Downs, which is a game changer. So this has to be maybe a linebacker. I don't even know what linebackers are available right now. If any good ones are still there.
I'm not really. Maybe what is it? Kedrick Falk, who's an edge rusher, because they do need to replace Parsons still. Or Keldrick Falk out of Auburn, maybe.
Right.
It's who I would see, but other than him and McCoy, dude, if they don't pick well here, their draft is cooked because they don't have another pick until the third round.
Maybe they trade back again and just get 2 second-round picks.
Could you imagine? They just go full Patriots and trade all their picks for like 13 seventh-round picks.
Hey, it worked out well for the Patriots. Maybe that's the key. It's quantity over quality, right?
Hey, that's it. All you need is Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, and you can trade all your picks away. It never, ever will factor back in. We have lost our draft coverage, or I'd click over to that to see what exactly is happening there. Lou is trying to figure himself out. So we are just waiting. How do you feel, Corey, about the Bengals? We never really got to talk about you guys.
Gross. What are you talking about? The Bengals are doing Bengal things. We could have had Sexy Dexy in 2019 with the 11th pick, but we picked Jonah Williams, fat ass, who couldn't block anybody. So then, 7 years later, we're like, hey, you know what we want to do? We want to reverse time and get this guy. He's strong. He's big. He'll fill the gap, but he's been doing this 7 years now. Right?
Yep.
Well, I think it's an improvement on defense. I'm not that sold on it. We did get that dude from that Allen from the Vikings. So we got Cooper. We got that Jasser. Can't remember his name. He's a cornerback. While he's not going to be a starter, he's definitely going to elevate our corners.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens, right?
It's going to be an interesting next couple of days for this draft when everybody's back in it. The Cowboys pick is in Malachi Lawrence out of UCF, edge rusher. So they think they found their replacement, so to speak, for Micah Parsons. You don't ever replace Micah Parsons unless it's with Myles Garrett, which they didn't do. So it's Malachi Lawrence.
I don't know anything about Malachi Lawrence. He wasn't even in my top 50, so I don't I didn't even see him on the list. So I mean, it could be good. UCF has a solid program, especially with our boy from Ohio State going down there, Hartline. He went to UCF, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Not that he coached Lawrence, but I think it could be a good pick. I don't know.
Here's why I know this is a great pick for the Cowboys at edge rusher. His name is Malachi. Same as Children of the Corn. That kid is scary as hell. He's going to tear it up. Especially if you get some of these Midwestern teams. All right, the Browns are back on the clock. Number 24 pick with their trade from Jacksonville. Armando's back in the room. We got the terrible 3 back.
I mean, Cleveland has to take a receiver here, right?
They have to.
I mean, they're not going corner. I just
what I love is that I'm looking at all of the best fit. It's literally what makes me laugh about the best fit. It's literally the same 3 players. They just shift from team to team to team on these websites.
It's like the best available.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, because McCoy's still there, Terrell's still there, Concepcion, not the baseball player from the 70s, is still there.
Yeah.
But they just shift them from team to team. The Browns, if I'm the Browns, you take skill wise, you have your running back, you need another receiver. You have your tight end. I would go receiver here. Your defense is good. You need some players on offense.
Yeah, you have nobody to throw to on Cleveland's offense. Jerry Jeudy has all but pretty much said he takes days off. That's not your number one. You've got to get somebody. If you want to really see any of your quarterbacks, whether it's Deshaun Watson, what he has left in the tank, or what Shadur Sanders can do, give him somebody to throw to, whether it's Denzel Boston, who's left, or Omar Simpson. Or not Omar Simpson, Omar Cooper out of Indiana.
Yeah, Cooper. Yeah.
Those are my 2 guys.
So I brought up Cooper when the Steelers were picking. I think right here, Cooper would be good.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives us something to talk about fantasy football wise. We just had a string of defensive players, offensive tackles.
Why do you think we did a fantasy football draft of fictional players right in the middle? The tea leaves were set. That was good, though. Oh, I do want to also mention, for those that are watching, I probably should have done this a little bit earlier, but we do have a retro gaming system all available. 10,000 plus old school games are loaded on this bad boy. It can be shipped to you tomorrow. What do you have to do? I don't know. We'll figure something out by the end of the show.
So I have one of those, and it is amazing. It is the best thing.
They are pretty awesome. I love them.
I'll say this: if we're talking about fantasy gaming system drafts, back in the day when they had those systems where it came with the 3 cartridges, where it's you have the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, the Sega. I bought one of those, and that was awesome, but you still got to buy the games. Those things with everything just all inclusive, that's the shit. That's the best. I love that. That wins the gaming fantasy system draft.
Exactly. So I tell you what, for those that have been watching this whole thing, put down in the comment, because we're reading all your comments, put down in the comments what Lou's shirt said. It was in the shorts a couple times. It's been on screen a couple times. Tell me what's on Lou's shirt. Tomorrow, I am shipping you out a retro gaming system preloaded with over 10,000 games. And it hooks up to a modern TV. You don't have to worry about those old damn blue, red, white cables. You could just HDMI your way into gaming happiness.
I'm cheating, by the way. I'm looking down at the videos that Lou shot.
You are not eligible.
Well, I also didn't pay attention to what Lou was wearing.
So there you go. Tell us what Lou was wearing. The Browns have taken Casey Concepcion, Texas A&M wide receiver. All right.
There you go, Lou.
I know
Not
Jim is sitting
player.
at home happy. Tickled pink.
I think this is a great pick.
I think this is a fantastic pick for them.
Yep.
You add young, tall speed to an offense that desperately needs it. He is now paired with Jerry Jeudy, Cedric Tillman, and Isaiah Bond, and tight end Harold Fannin Jr. Quinshon Judkins is your starting running back. I'll be honest with you guys. I love the pick for the Browns. I'm still only drafting Judkins.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to disagree with you. Here's why. Shedeur can pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
The problem is he's not super accurate, and you have to go get the ball. Concepcion will go get the ball. That's what he's known for. He's big. He's tall. He's going to go up and make the play, especially being dropped to 24th, especially having these guys taking over him. It's going to light a fire in him, and I think it's going to go off this year.
I love that take. Even though you disagree with me, which usually I tune everybody out that has ever said that to start a sentence. Armando, what's your take on it?
I love the pick. I don't know necessarily if I love it for him. The Browns have just become the kiss of death over the years, kind of like the Raiders. On paper, it's a fantastic pick, and I agree with Corey on paper. I don't know that I draft this kid with any sort of expectation. I got my two guys. I might even have a flex before I consider him. And he's starting the season on the bench. I love Shedeur. Me personally, I know a lot of people don't. I think the kid is talented. I think he's going to be good if they let him do his thing. I don't know that they let him do his thing.
Right.
So I don't know if this kid can really like break out as a rookie.
No, but let's be clear. I'm not saying take this dude in the first or second round.
Oh yeah. No, I know.
Chase or Jefferson. I'm just saying you got an open spot and he's out there. I'm picking him up.
Yeah, look, if he's a free agent, yes. If I can pick him up cheap in a trade, if it looks like he's maybe getting into a softer schedule or something breaks, yeah, I love all of it. That being said, I'm just trying to avoid him.
Yeah. I draft him. If I draft him later. You guys know what I'm talking about. You get to those later rounds, it's the 10th round, and you're like, dude, there's no players left. That's when you take this kid. You take him, you stash him, and if he does well, that you look brilliant.
Yeah. That I would agree with. Not too excited. Bears are on the clock here at 25. I would imagine they're going defense again. Their offense is so loaded. I mean, they did get rid of DJ Moore, but they got Roma Duzier and Luther Burden, who came on like wildfire at the end of the year. They got their 1 and 2. They got 2 great tight ends in Loveland and damn, I just blanked on homie's name.
Kyle Kmet.
Yep, Kyle Kmet. Thank you.
Cole
Kmet.
Cole.
Yep. So you got Cole Kmet and Loveland there. And then Caleb Williams is playing great. Their offensive line looked good. They shored up some of that in the offseason. I don't know who they take other than offense. And probably, since he's there, I'm taking McCoy. We're going to keep saying McCoy until his name disappears.
Right.
But he's a great fit there.
They could go offensive line. Listen, at the end of the day, when you're in a position like the Bears, like, I wish the Dolphins were in this type of position. Like, who do you take here? I mean, like, your offense is really good. Your defense, you can always go offensive or defensive lineman with the pick, and you can't go wrong. build inside out, because I mean, you have the offensive guys and you have Caleb and you have a Duzier and you have all these guys. All right, well, let's block. Let's give our quarterback some time and let's let our running back do his thing.
Yeah.
So you can't go wrong there, but I think they'll go defense. And I'm not saying McCoy's name just because it's literally just that's the name. He's the guy in the green room just waiting, like, dude, really? Like
It's Geno Smith.
Yeah, 100%. It's like the Aaron Rodgers thing. Like, dude, when am I going to get drafted? So I think that's the case with this kid. But I actually like McCoy a lot, and I think it would be a good pick for them here.
No, totally agree. Corey?
Yeah, I go offensive lineman here for one reason and one reason only, is that guy can sit and learn behind a good offensive line that's already established. That person can get some reps and not immediately thrown to the fire of blocking Micah Parsons, right? Because you're going to see him twice a year. So, the kid will get to learn something. I go offensive lineman.
I think that's a good point. And just so anybody out there who's curious about the Browns' offensive line at the current state, Braxton Jones at left tackle, Joe Tooney at left guard. I mean, that's two really friggin' good left side blockers. Garrett Bradbury's as good as they get. Jonah Jackson and Darnell Wright on the right side. Their offensive line is solid. And Corey, you're right. If one of those guys were to go down or leave in free agency or a trade, something like that, that's invaluable, because not only are you going against Micah Parsons, you're also going against Aiden Hutchinson.
Right.
Twice a year. And you're also going against a solid Vikings defense twice a year. So I like that. I also love McCoy here because you got Jalen Johnson, who's an all-pro, and you got Tyreek Stevenson, younger, coming on.
Right.
Nickelback, you got Kyler Gordon. He's all right. He'll play. So I think if cornerback, offensive line, they can't go wrong. It's a good pick. They decided to go safety and tell us all we're stupid. They went Dylan Thiemann out of Oregon. Now,
a solid pick. He's good. He's fast. Plays zone well. I don't know how he'll be in man, but
well, anymore the way the NFL seems to be going with their coverage, these two deep safeties playing in that high zone, that really plays. So if this dude is a zone guy, absolutely it's a good pick for them, because he's just covering half of the field right now. Free safety, they got Kobe Bryant. Strong safety, they got Cam Lewis. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've ever heard those games. Kobe Bryant is somebody I know, but he played basketball for the Lakers. I do not know these guys. So from that standpoint, great pickup.
So I know zero about the Texans, who are not next. I couldn't tell you what they need or what they have. I don't even think they have
trade.
Texans,
because I got the Bills
26
on the clock right now.
Well, they traded with the Bills. Bills dropped back to 28.
Okay. Yep. So the Texans are on the clock. Texans had a decent offseason. They signed what was it? Singletary from Detroit? Jameer Gibbs backup. Whoever that
David Montgomery.
Montgomery. Singletary's on the Giants. I always get those guys confused. So they signed Montgomery in the offseason to fix their running back position. Obviously, they got CJ Stroud, Nico Collins, Tank Dell's supposed to come back. They also had Jaden Higgins is their rookie. Higgins, he's coming back.
Yeah.
So they got guys coming back. Dalton Schultz at tight end. Their offensive line is the thing I've never understood about the Texans, because every time they've had a high-performing offensive lineman, they let him go. So my guess, offensive line, if it's available, their defense was really good. I mean, you guys saw what they did to the Patriots in that AFC Championship game. They beat the shit out of them.
Yeah. No, the defense was good. I think they go offensive line here. Not for nothing. And I got to throw the question out there, because there's a lot of people that put some stock into CJ Stroud last year, fantasy wise.
Mm-hmm.
His stock is down.
100%.
No doubt about that. And again, I love CJ Stroud. How much leash do you give him where do you draft him in fantasy? And how much leash do you give him as an organization before you go, he's not the guy?
It depends. For me, but where I would go with this personally is it's unfair to judge CJ Stroud based on last year because of what I said about the offensive line. If you've got a turnstile on that offensive line, it's like judging Drake May on his playoff performance. He had a lot of fumbles. Yeah, he had T-Rex blocking for him at left tackle. He was blindsided every snap. So if the same thing can be said for CJ Stroud, I'll be totally honest. I have not watched all the film on CJ. I don't know how his fumbles were all caused.
Yeah.
But I lean more towards the kid's talented. He does have all the ability. But until you protect him, you can't judge him. And I'd say that about any quarterback.
Right.
That's fair.
Which is why I'm convinced they have to go offensive line in here. They just have to.
No, they definitely should go offensive line because if you're going to give him a solid chance, you have to give him. It's kind of like talking about Lamar in Baltimore. You want him to win. You want to win. You want to give him some weapons. What are we doing?
No, that's it.
You know what I mean? Like, get him a wide receiver. The guy he's basically been Tom Brady. He hasn't had a wide receiver of note for basically his career right now.
Yeah, Nico Collins has been a dog for him, but also it's Nico Collins.
Yeah.
Nobody Nico, for everybody that watches football and gets it.
Yeah.
He can ball out. But also, he's like Wes Welker. He's not a real number one. You put him as a number two, he is the best number two in the league,
right.
Behind probably CeeDee Lamb. That being said, the Texans listened to all three of us. They went with Rutledge, offensive guard out of Texas Tech.
Yep,
or Georgia Tech. Sorry.
Georgia Tech.
Kalen Rutledge out of Georgia Tech, offensive guard. So CJ Stroud's getting a little protection. Montgomery's getting a little help with the running game. And San Francisco is on the clock at 27. Some of our more notables coming out that we have
Miami.
left. Oh, Miami just moved up into 27. Yep. They and I'm still showing they got the 30th. So what Miami traded them, I do not know.
No, the 30th is with San Francisco.
Yep, they traded up.
Okay.
They traded up to the 27th pick. My guess,
Cooper or Boston.
I'm not even going to put out a guess again because Miami.
McCoy.
It's got to be McCoy, right? You need help on defense.
I'll be honest. I literally thought we were going to go with a cornerback first. We went with the tackle. Great. You need protection. So if you want to draft Achane, go ahead and draft Achane. I think the offensive line was serviceable last year. It was better than it has been in the past. Adding this guy, I think will be because this dude's a monster. I know Lou said he might have a little bit of a weight issue. The dude's like 360. But the dude's a monster. I think the offensive line will be better here. I think this is where they go defense, although I don't know what wide receiver is available to be picked here.
Denzel Boston is still available. Omar Cooper is still available. I mean,
I think they're going to be available later, though. I don't think anyone's real high on them.
No.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I see. You know what's going to really fuck the Eagles is when the Patriots draft Omar Cooper. Because they will no longer chase. They got Dobbs. They'll be fine if they won't. They'll draft offensive line because they got some issues, as already stated. What do you, if they go offensive line, in all honesty, does Malik Willis do anything for you? Or is it still just the Devon Achane show and we're shoring up the offensive line to make sure Achane has the best ability to do what he can do?
I'm higher on Malik Willis than most.
Because of the running from a fantasy standpoint?
From a fantasy standpoint, and this is something Miami hasn't had, and this is what they've needed because of the offensive line issues. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
If he does run the ball and he does decide to run the ball, he could take a hit. He's smart and he tends to run out of bounds. Like, I didn't see him, and I know he didn't play a lot in Green Bay last year, but he didn't take the hits. He would run out of bounds. He would slide. He would do those things when he actually broke contain and got down the field. With that said, the guy's still got an accurate, strong arm. He's a smart quarterback. If he has if you hand it off to Achane, because it's going to be the Achane show for most of the season, right? Corey and I were talking about this earlier. They don't have the weapons on the outside to make it not be the Achane show. They got us three. We're their wide receivers next year.
Hey, I'm the best. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, I got wheels, bro.
We got 3 scrappy gym rats. We're off to the races. It's a smart catch, smart run.
I'm very heady.
That's
heady.
Right.
So he doesn't got a lot of options. That's why I say if they do end up, because they have like 7 picks in the first 100, something along those lines. They have to bring in the wide receiver, but if they do bring in the lineman, I like Malik Willis. It's going to be the Achane show, but he'll have some value as long as they add a wide receiver of note.
Right.
It doesn't, obviously, it's not going to be Lemon, but if they do add a Cooper, if they do add a big-bodied wide receiver that he could throw the ball up to, I think that would be perfect.
Yep.
And apparently the pick is in.
Yep, I think they let your old GM make the pick. Chris Johnson out of San Diego State, cornerback.
Jesus Christ, what are we doing? Come on, dog.
That was the reaction I was hoping for. Yeah. Look, outside of that, this tells me McCoy's injury is way worse than we've been led to believe.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're drafting Chris Johnson out of San Diego State over Jared McCoy out of friggin' Tennessee. There's just no way. Yeah. His knee has got, or whatever his injury is, which I think was his knee, has got to be effed.
Okay, take McCoy out of it. What about that Terrell from Clemson?
Yeah.
I can't see taking Chris Johnson over him.
I do not get it. Welcome back to the GM spot, Chris Greer.
I mean, listen, they needed a cornerback. I don't know a lot about this kid. With that said, there's a couple other guys out there that I would have taken before him at other positions. But yeah, not my. I mean, he was the Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year in 2025. That's got to mean something.
You led me to my perfect question. Who's he played against? And I know that shouldn't always be the question because either you got it or you don't. But
no, I mean,
you're going up now against Josh Allen as a cornerback. Josh Allen, Drake May, Geno Smith. Okay.
I'll do this, and not a lot of people are going to do this, and I guarantee if you go on Twitter or TikTok or whatever, you're going to see a lot of Dolphins fans going crazy about. Oh, you got your Patriots just.
Patriots just traded with Buffalo for the 28th pick.
Oh, the Patriots! The Patriots saw something they liked.
Yes, they did.
Well, and that's the other thing too with Miami. They traded up for this pick. And so they thought somebody was going to take him.
Yep.
So Again,
This
we'll see.
Will be interesting. Patriots needs obviously offensive tackle. The pick is already in for the Patriots too.
Dude,
Whatever
that was
they
quick as shit.
Whatever they saw, they liked it, and it's going to be Caleb Lomu out of Utah, offensive tackle.
Beautiful.
There
So
you go.
clearly,
they know that there's a problem.
Well, here's what's going to happen with the Patriots for all of you kids that want that inside information. Will Campbell's going to move to left guard. This Lomu kid's going to start at left tackle, and whoever we drafted, the rookie, poor kid with the balloon helmet that was playing at left guard last year, he's probably going to be working at Stop and Shop, or at least on the practice squad.
Back to the Dolphins pick real quick. My problem with this is he's small. He's only 6 foot tall. He's 190 some pounds. That's not going to get it, especially at corner, right? Because, there's DK Metcalf, right?
Listen, I know this is what fans of shitty teams say. So buckle up, fellas. But new coaching staff, new GM. They're from Green Bay, where they build through the draft. They draft football players. That's what they want. They want guys that are going to play football, that are hard-nosed, that are tough players. I will give them the benefit of the doubt for all of one draft, because we get in. I've seen this. I've seen this movie before with was it Cam Smith that they drafted. Mm-hmm. Again, he was tall, lanky, and it was like, okay, he could be. He never touched the field, and it was it was a second round pick. I forget where they drafted him, but again, it was one of those cornerback picks where you were like, okay, we'll see how he does, and then he just flamed out and never started. Yep. So you're hoping it's not that. You're hoping it's, hey, it's the Green Bay guys, and they draft football players. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, because they just got to the party. I don't know these guys. I'm just feeling them out right now. We'll see if they bring in the guys.
I'm not an NFL scout, so I don't see all the things that they see. You can put on weight. He's fast. I'll give him that. He's great footwork, right? I watched a little highlight of him while we were talking. He can move his body. He opens his hips well. He can break with the receiver. So, maybe they seen that he had fundamentals that are really, really solid, and they're like, we'll put some weight on him.
Well, they have to put weight, because I'm also not an NFL scout, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. And what I can tell you is this guy is the exact same height as me and weighs 20 pounds more than me. Good luck tackling NFL wide receivers.
FYI, Corey, there are running backs in this league that are as tall as me and weigh about 10 pounds more than me. They do a little bit more damage than me. Just FYI.
I will not let you belittle yourself. You're a fucking wrecking ball.
I used to be, but I coughed earlier and my ribs hurt. So
yep, understand that. The Chiefs are on the clock at 29 right now. We are winding this first round down. I can't believe we're actually going to make it.
I know, right?
We got 29 with Kansas City. San Francisco's 30. Buffalo's 31. And if all stays the same, Seattle ends it at 32. Should have been the Patriots pick, but we got robbed at the last minute of that game. So
that's
close.
listen.
God forbid you don't get another Super Bowl. Okay. Sorry.
FYI, and I know I spent a lot of time on the Dolphins. I know I feel like Lou talking about the Steelers.
Yeah, it's getting pretty annoying.
But the Patriots pick of the tackle is so important. Again, going back to teams like, we were talking about the Texans, and it's like, okay, where do you pick the Bears? What do you pick? The offense is really good, yada yada. I mean, you got this is the first time I think outside of like just Brady, maybe Moss, and a couple others here or there sprinkled in, that you have a quarterback that is highly draftable. You have 2 running backs that are highly draftable. I would say maybe 1 receiver right now.
Maybe Dobbs.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dobbs could be the one. I do like Booty. I do like him a lot, but whatever.
Kayshon Boutte is going to be that guy that midway through the season, everybody's going to be clamoring to get off the free agent wire. Nobody will draft him, but he's going to be like Hunter Henry. You're going to have one injury, and he's the first guy you go to because he's going to put up a solid 13 to 18 points a week, and you might end up squeezing out a 25 or 26.
Yeah, but
especially against the Dolphins when he's matched up against Chris Johnson.
When you draft this, when you draft, and by the way, Chris Johnson will start.
Oh, yeah, he has to.
They traded up for him.
Options. There are no other options. If he breaks his leg in training camp, he's still starting with a broken ass leg. They're going to put some tape on it and tell him, good luck, son.
Real quick. Peter Woods was just drafted by the Chiefs, defensive tackle out of Clemson at number 29. That is a great pick for them because Chris Jones is coming to the end of his Hall of Fame career. Nobody's a first round ballot Hall of Famer anymore, but he will eventually get voted in.
And this is why we don't talk about the Patriots.
It's why we don't. But yeah, going back to what Armando said real quick, Drake May, obviously high top, 7 quarterback drafting?
I'd say top
7.
Can't
I'm not going to put him too
fair.
high because there are some dogs up at the top, obviously.
He's at the top. He's at the top of the second tier right now.
Travion Henderson is going to be the guy this year.
Yes.
Mark my words, that pick of the offensive tackle was just as much to protect Drake May as it was to get Travion Henderson to bust loose because he had trouble getting into that second level, which is where he does his most damage, which is why Ramondre Stevenson got brought back towards the end of the year to really carry the load.
Yeah.
So with that said, here's the danger part for that team, fantasy-wise on offense. One, I know we said Romeo Dobbs. Avoid all Patriot receivers for the rest of your life. Don't ever draft a Patriot receiver. That's one. They will break your heart every time. 2, Travion Henderson is your sleeper on this team. Not a great sleeper, but he still is. The problem with him, Ramondre Stevenson will be a goal line dog.
Yeah.
He will be a ball hawk on that goal line. So if you draft Travion, I don't know if you like to double up on your running backs. That might be a good one to do. The New York Jets have traded with San Francisco and are on the clock at number 30. This is a pick from Denver via Miami and San Francisco. This pick is the...
no one wanted...
This is the pick. This league is the league slut, is what this pick is.
This is the hot potato of the first round.
Yep. Everybody's getting a turn on number 30.
So, I'll tell you this about fantasy. Don't ever listen to my advice. Your boy finishes last in almost every league because I draft off emotion and I won't draft players from teams I hate, like the Ravens. I'll never draft Lamar. I don't care if I have first pick and he's the best person out there. I don't care if he's there in the 10th round. I won't take Lamar. Period. I won't draft anyone from the Chiefs. Not Patrick Mahomes, not Travis Kelce. And I would draft the glass cannon Joe Burrow every fucking time. Every time. Someone looks at this man wrong, he's out for 2 games. Okay?
Dude, someone broke into his house and he was playing in a game and he got hurt.
Yeah.
They were like, they broke into my house. My fucking knee's killing me.
Dude, no, you are very emotional with your picks. The Jets also seem to be emotional with their pick, but they finally did it. Omar Cooper Jr. out of Indiana. Wide receiver.
You know what? The Jets fans, they're going crazy right now, and they should be.
And I'll be honest with you.
That's a great pick right there.
This looks a lot prettier fantasy-wise. Geno Smith, I'm not drafting him, but he's a serviceable quarterback. Garrett Wilson finally has some help with Cooper on the other side of that ball. And now the addition of Kenyon Sadiq. Now you got 3 pass catchers plus Breece Hall in the backfield. That's nice.
Yep.
That is nice for the Jets. They had a good draft.
That's,
First round. This is a great draft for them.
I wouldn't have gone tight end.
No.
But this pick right here, this pick is solid.
Yeah, well, I tell you, this is the thing. Like we all said, when they drafted Sadiq, we all said it's a bad pick because you just drafted, who was it? Mason Taylor last year. Mason Taylor didn't do anything for them.
Doesn't matter.
Nothing. And I know it's a bad pick, and there was Mekhi Lemon versus Omar Cooper will probably be what people talk about because that's who they were in a position to take.
Yeah.
But boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I'll be honest with you. And you say Jets with the first pick of the first round enter a year in, and you throw in a tight end. Ever since, was it back in the 90s where they took Brady from Penn State, the tight end, and everybody went, what the hell just happened? From that point on, the Jets should have never taken a tight end in any first round in any draft. You avoid it like the plague. They don't need a tight end. They had many other positions of need.
Yeah.
How about let's try some offensive line and get Geno Smith some help so he's not flat on his ass. That's why Aaron Rodgers isn't in New York, because he got his ass kicked over there.
This is why I love bringing fans in. We got another trade. Tennessee has traded up to the 31st pick.
There you go.
So we will wait and see who they pick. With that being said, I love fans doing these panels because you get these true experts on and they get too analytical.
Mm-hmm.
You just drafted Chris Johnson and you're like, I'm giving him a pass for a year. You're like, the Jets, this is why you suck every time. I love it.
The Jets took David Bailey second. What are we doing? The edge rusher? Okay, but he wasn't even the best edge out there.
No, everybody said he was the best pass rushing guy, but he wasn't the best all around. So clearly they're trying to get at Drake May. They're trying to get at Josh Allen. They're trying to get it. They don't care about stopping the run, which is smart because, there are no good running backs in the AFC North. Only the guy that led the league, Travion Henderson and Devon Achin. Stop the run, Jets.
Well, here's the thing. You had 3 picks in the first round.
Yep.
Okay, I'll give you the edge. That's fine. If that's your guy, right?
Right.
I know, Corey, you said like, hey, he's not if they were like, they saw something, that's their guy, fine. I'll give you a pass on that one. You didn't need to take the tight end. By the way, what came the next pick after the tight end? The offensive tackle from Clemson. You could have gone defensive lineman. The offensive tackle from Georgia, Mekhi Lemon. The offensive tackle from Arizona that the Steelers took. Right. There was other players that you could have taken instead of the tight end at that position. And not just because you drafted Taylor last year. Sure, Sadiq is great, but again, and I know the tight end position is basically just a bigger wide receiver, and sometimes not even bigger, just another wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
But you can only have those guys on the field on certain plays. He's not going to block anybody. So when he's on the field, it's a passing down.
Well, I'll go back. Tennessee has picked Kendrick Folk, Auburn
Lamar?
edge rusher. Yes, I wish they picked Kendrick Lamar. I'd be a Tennessee fan. In a second, Kendrick. God, you almost had me say Lamar, you dickhead. Keldrick Falk, Auburn edge rusher to the Tennessee Titans at 31. Seattle's on the clock to round us out. We're trying to get Lou back in for the end. I don't think he's going to be able to make it. He said once Pittsburgh picked, everybody started heading for the door, which means everybody got on their phones at the exact same time to say they were leaving. So I would say we are pretty effed right now as far as Lou.
Can we get a can we get a Champ in the Chump van out there next year with all like the tech inside? We'll put Corey in the van. We'll get Corey in the van and he can do all the tech stuff so that we don't get the dropped calls and stuff.
I'll be honest with you, we can't afford Corey. We got to go to a smaller company for that. Corey's too good.
Oh, I appreciate that. You think I'm that good?
I think you a high class hoe.
You are a high class hoe for sure.
Damn right. I pay you like Benjamins, not Jackson.
Like all kinds of Benjamins.
Yeah, man. Nothing but Benjamins. As we're winding this down, Seattle's on the clock. Everybody hates Seattle. Nobody cares about them and their lucky run at the end.
God, I love
lucky
Seattle.
Run. Let's talk about. I like Seattle. If I had to pick an NFC team to cheer for, it's not going to be Seattle. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not. I tried.
Can I throw out? I do like Seattle. Can I throw out a possible unpopular opinion here?
Yes.
I can't stand Zach Charbonnet as a running back.
No, I'm the same. I absolutely don't like him.
Again, he could be a great dude. I don't know. As from a fantasy perspective, I don't know that I like him as an RB1 or an RB2. It just doesn't sound right in my head to me. I can't justify it.
I think they take the kid out of Notre Dame here. I really do. Obviously not Love, but his backup. I forget his name. They desperately need him. They have Zach Charbonnet got hurt late last year, and it was a major injury. There's no guarantee he's even coming back to start the season. So your starting running back right now is Emmanuel Wilson, backed up by George Holani.
And
have fun with that.
You don't like George Holani?
I tell you what, I'm not a fan.
He's shifty.
If they stick with these running backs, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Cooper Kupp, Rashid Shaheed, AJ Barner at tight end, all valuable out of their minds because they don't have a running game.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Yep. And listen, people could say what they want about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold could sling it.
No, he really can. He really can. And a lot of people have problems with how Sam Darnold finished his year, or how, I shouldn't say a problem. They're doubting now the typical shit you hear. Can he do it again? Will he be able to? It won't be as good. He had this, he had that. All good. But at the same time, you don't have a running game. Seattle's backbone is the running game. That's why Sam Darnold was so good. And I mean, obviously, Jackson Smith and Jigba and Cooper Kupp didn't hurt matters. But I mean, if you don't have a running game to take pressure off, I don't know what Sam Darnold's going to do. I'm saying, look, I draft my quarterbacks high anyway. I'm not going to have to worry about it.
I'll tell you what Sam Darnold's going to do. He's going to huck that fucking pigskin.
Huck it, chuck it, football.
He's going to sling that ball all around the field, boys. That's all I'm saying.
Love it.
I'm buying my Sam Darnold jerseys in the mail.
I absolutely love
Gross.
it. By the way, I will not draft him. Just throwing that out there. But mark my words. He's going to sling it this year. No, they do need a running back though. Again, by the way, Jermod McCoy, best fit for Seattle right here with the 32nd pick.
Dude, Jermod McCoy has been the best fit for every team.
And
but you're actually right. He is, because they need one.
And Avion Terrell. the cornerback from Clemson as well. He's also been the best fit for every team, according to CBS Sports.
I like it.
Yeah, like those two dudes can literally play in any system. Like they're the best fit for sure for every team in the NFL. So good job.
100%.
Good job, CBS. Way to go.
I love it.
We appreciate
I'm seeing
you.
also Denzel Boston's name still up there as in best fit. And here's where I say no. He's your fourth guy. This is the first round. JSN, Cooper Kupp, Rashid Shaheed. I know Cooper Kupp's maybe got this year left, but still, I'm not drafting a receiver to sit the bench in the first round.
No. Cooper Kupp's getting a little long in the tooth. He's going to end up being your number 3 and number hurt by about week 4 or 5.
Right.
But, you really don't have anybody else to speak of at wide receiver. So if you could bring in somebody younger, I wouldn't do it here. Yeah. But I would do it in this draft. But yeah, for 100%. this pick, I would probably go running back. They'll probably go like offensive tackle.
They did exactly what I said. Price out of Notre Dame, went to Seattle. Lou is joining us to wrap up the first round.
That was the most predictable pick of the draft.
Yes, sir.
It's a good way to wrap it, but you see how this emptied out. Once Pittsburgh picked, hey, I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all say it don't matter. Everything ain't about Pittsburgh. Everything in it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't get it twisted. Yes, so it is.
Fair enough.
No, but it was a great turnout, a great environment. I look forward to be the same tomorrow. I'll try to get over into the other spot tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. It was 320,000 people over there. Like when they announced that attendance, that isn't the area. That's over that way. So
wow.
It's pretty wild. There's a lot of people here. A lot of people. So, but no, like I say, if you're listening still, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hey, kudos to Corey and Armando for holding it down for 4 hours. I mean, I know that's a long ass time. Especially I'm cutting in and out sketches. You got guests coming on and out. But it's a really good environment. Draft was good. A lot of trades. I think there was 7 trades?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and then a lot of offensive linemen went too, which is good. But as always, I love to see my Buckeyes go. So we went 4 Buckeyes in the first 10, 11 picks. Can't complain about that. I think everybody had a good draft. I mean, I haven't wouldn't look back at it, but when I get to the room, I'll dissect it again. But I'm probably, at this rate, probably an hour and a half away from the room. And it's only 9 minutes that way, car drive. So I got a long night ahead of me. But anyway, so I'm going to jump off. Tori, you and I will get together tomorrow. I'll text you guys. Then we'll throw a show out tomorrow. But I got to see who drafted everybody because I don't know. When you're in the middle of it, you lose track of it.
I believe that. And just, can you hear us now?
Yep.
Just so you know, Jordan Tyson is not a Pittsburgh Steeler.
See, this is the kind of thing I deal with. This is what I deal with. This is what I deal with. You lose sight of stuff. You lose sight of stuff when you out here in the mix. And I was just going to compliment your raggedy ass because I was getting a bunch of texts that said the live show was going great. But now you know what? When I read them again, they say Armando did really good, but who was the other guy that was messing up the show? I said, I don't know. Somebody he must have had on.
That's what all the comments have said. Who's this skinny cracker? They can't take it.
But anyway, I'm already 17,000 steps in. So I'm going to go ahead and take this next. It'll be over 20,000 by the time I get to that room.
Let me ask you one question. How are you guys going to get to the Super Bowl when you're going to go under 500 with Mike McCarthy as your head coach?
Well, that's an easy answer because they sell tickets to anybody that got the money. So we have a team full of millionaires too, just like you do. So you'll be in line before us buying those tickets because we will get our one playoff game and you won't. But nonetheless, we'll all be sitting in the stands watching the game. And that's all that matters.
And with that, before this breaks off into virtual violence and Twitter, Lou, thank you so much for everything you provided for us, man.
Absolutely.
You did so much hard, good work for us out there. Everyone in the comments should be thanking Lou because you gave us the atmosphere. This would have just been a bunch of white kids sitting in a room talking. So thank you so much for all of your hard work. Really appreciate it. Stay safe getting back to the hotel. We love you,
Absolutely.
brother.
All right. You guys be good. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Peace out.
Deuces.
And guys, that is going to wrap it up. I want to thank everyone that came in here today. Corey, thank you for sticking around for the full draft. Thank you to Nate Nestor. Thank you. I don't know why my voice got like that. Nate Nestor. Thank you to Nate Nestor.
Hey, Nate Nestor. I want to thank you.
Thank you to Cody Stewart. Thank you to Luke Bingham, all of our panel guests that came on tonight, to Jim Lambert, to those who Lambright, to those who did not make it on tonight. You're dead to us. We will never talk to you again. Also, before we leave, I have to thank our sponsors one last time because you guys made all of this possible, and we will, of course, end it with all of their ads. Got to thank HSP Home Warranty Services, protecting your home so you can focus on the home team. Kyrosco IT Solutions, powering the data behind your dominant draft strategy, and Calibration Media Group, content and coverage that hits the mark every time. For Armando DiBernardo, Lou Willard, and my man Corey Havens, I am Corey Idle. This was the Champ and the Chump Fantasy Football Podcast live draft special. We love you. We will catch you on the flip side.